Gentlemen, this is Tyler Ehring here with OHS TV Studio, starting the live broadcast tonight of the final Dutchgirls home volleyball game against the conference rival, the New Haven Shamrocks. I am going to check our stream. I'm the only one here right now. Coach Dave is currently at cross-country practice, and for those who have tuned in before, you guys know that Coach Dave is my wingman when it comes to announcing, and he will be in here shortly thereafter. We don't have any viewers yet anyways, but we're going to have people go back and rewatch this, I'm sure. So the first thing that you're going to hear is my voice, and I want to make sure that you can hear it. So I'm going to go to our YouTube channel on my phone. I always do this, make sure that everything is sounding okay. So first off, it is Thursday, October 17th here at Owensville High School, and fall sports seasons are coming to an end. We are about to reach the district playoff times, so that's very exciting for all the athletes as they are getting ready to start their playoffs and see how far they make it, the trip to try to get to state. So let me check the audio here real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, it does sound like it is working, so I'm going to go ahead and say that we are good to go. So, as I said, we are playing the New Haven Lady Shamrocks. I'm going to go ahead and pull up their record, the Dutchgirls record, because I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not a 100% up to date on how things are going. So we'll check it out. We're getting ready to start the JV game, so I won't talk about records too much, maybe in between games a little bit here, because we're going to have some volleyball to watch as we get started. All right, the Dutchgirls, we'll go junior varsity because that's who's about to play. They've had a very strong season. They're 14-6-3 on the season. They started off on a gigantic, long winning streak, and they have since slowed down just a little bit here recently, but they look to finish their season against a strong 16-9-2 junior varsity Lady Shamrocks team. So it looks like we are about ready to get underway here as you see them as they do their pregame handshakes and things like that. I don't think we'll do the national anthem until the varsity game. So we're going to just jump right into things here. I'll be right back. What's up?
Can you live broadcast this tonight?
Yeah, we're doing it right now. Yeah. I tagged your guys' school district on Facebook. Yeah. All right, I just had a nice little visit with Coach Hayner. He used to be the athletic director here at Owensville High School. Now he is the superintendent, I believe, at New Haven School District. So I got one. Thank you. Granted. All right, and we are about to get started here. We are underway. Service made by the Lady Dutchgirls. And Dutchgirls look to set up to try to get a spike, and they were able to do so, and they get the first point of the night for the home team. So super excited about that. This is me up here right now. So thanks to everybody who's going to be joining in or joining later to see what things look like up here as we get back to the action. First serve went well for the Dutchgirls as they have the lead. Look to build upon that as that ball is going to find its way out of bounds, and the Dutchgirls now have a 2-0 lead here in the first set. So for JV volleyball, I believe that it is the best of 3 sets. So the first team to win 2 sets is going to walk away the winner here as the Dutchgirls get it over, and New Haven's unable to set up a spike on that one. The Dutchgirls look to take advantage, and they do as they start the game off strong here. Also, I'd like to make note we have several video camera angles here. The one that you see right here, this is going to be an on-court angle that we'll go to from time to time. This is Granite Miles running that for us as the Dutchgirls get another serve off. Shamrocks are going to have a hard time getting that one over, but they do. A good tip there from Brinley Schmanke, a freshman, as the Dutchgirls take an early 4-0 lead here. Again, this floor level angle is pretty cool, especially when you get the serve on that side, but it gives you a different perspective of the game for sure, as Dutch Girls are on a hot streak here to start. They open the night 5-0. I don't have as much help tonight on cameras, so I have some stationary cameras. Here you get to see the scoreboard here at Owensville as I go back to the game. Dutch Girls look to set up. They've done a great job at getting good sets and the ability to try to make a strong tip into a weak area or a spike as the girls continue their onslaught. And they lead 6-0. Hey, we got our first viewer of the night. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for joining us here. All right, on the serve, it looks like it's Miss Ava Schulte, freshman here at OHS. New Haven gets their first spike attempt, I believe, as Clarice Krupp is able to get the ball over. The Dutch Girls look to set up again. Carly Copeland gives it a bump over. Spike attempt is dug out there by Ava Schulte, freshman here at OHS. Clarice gets the spike over, and the Shamrocks look to just get it back over. A good dig there. It's going to take a miracle to get that one back over the net, as the Shamrocks have gotten their first point on the evening. Move the score here to 6-1 in the early going. All right. See Granite making his way around the gym. We'll pop back and forth between that as number 5 for the Shamrocks looks to serve here. Number 5 on the JV Shamrocks is Miss Emmy Bates. New Haven gets the ball over. Could be a spike attempt there from a little further back from Jolene. Not going to find its way over. Make it 6-2 Shamrocks here as Emmy looks to continue serving Emmy Bates. Dutch Girls set up. Good dig there. Brinley Schmanke went for the tip but was unable to get a hand on that one. Moving the score to 6-3 as the Shamrocks are saying, hey, we're here to play today. We're not just going to lay down. All right, Bates with a serve, gets it over. Going to be dug out there by sophomore Kerrigan Griffin. Just going to have to bump that one over. They weren't able to set up for a serve, but they found a weak spot on the floor. No defense there for the Dutch Girls as they are making a big comeback here, 6-4. I always like to take a look at the Granite camp, see where he's at. Looks like he's walking along the bleachers right now as the ball is served. And the Shamrocks are about to make the full comeback here as it is 6-5 now. They are trying to even things up here on this serve. Emmy Bates is looking to serve again as she's got 5 points in a row, or 4 points in a row after they got the serve back. Ava Schulte sets up. Looks like Brinley was the one that got it back over, and New Haven might be in trouble here as that one's going to find the stands, get the Dutch Girls back to having to serve. May score 7-5 here in the first set of the JV volleyball game tonight. If you're just tuning in, you're going to know that there is JV and varsity this evening, but we start off with a JV game. Uh-oh, Haven's in a little bit of trouble there. That one's not going to find its way over the net. Going to make it 8-5 here in favor of the Dutch Girls, as it looks like sophomore Clarice Krupp is serving for the time being. Fire Sales, you're in the chat. You say, does varsity play today? Yes, they do. They'll play immediately following this game. So there'll be a little bit of a break in between, and then varsity will start. As that one was a tip from Miss Jolene Braun, sophomore here at OHS. Dutch Girls find some open floor. Take a look at the scores table here. All right. Number 3 is going to set up a spike for New Haven, and that is Olivia Gooney. But it's going to be a little bit long. Going to make the score 10-5 in favor of the Dutch Girls here in the early going. So Fire Sale, I hope that answers your question for you. Clarice with another strong serve. Ball's going to find her way back to her as Carly Copeland makes a great save to keep that ball in volley. Good communication there from Kerrigan Griffin. Sets up Brinley Schmanke for the spike. And she is going to find the floor and get another point for the Dutch Girls here as they now lead 11-5. You can see Coach Bunch there. He's working the video board for us tonight. I'll pan to the video board here in just a little bit as Clarice gets the serve over. Ava digs that one out to Kerrigan. Jolene gets a spike, but it is also dug out by the Shamrocks. That spike from number 3, Olivia, is not going to make it over. Here you can see the scoreboard. As I mentioned earlier, Granite must be listening to the broadcast as well as he's walking around. That's the school's new video board here at OHS, and pretty cool stuff here. We'll be seeing different things throughout the season as we get more accustomed to having it, as the Dutch girls are going to score here again and make the score 13-5 here in the early going. It's going to be a timeout here by the Lady Shamrocks. We've got a little bench cam here for the Dutch girls, so we'll get to kind of see some more familiar faces there on the bench as they are going to talk it over. I mentioned earlier the new scoreboard here in the gymnasium. That is right here, provided by the Owensville Athletic Booster Club. They meet, I believe it's the first or second Wednesday of every single month, and the Booster Club is always looking for people that are willing to help out. They run the concession stands for all the football games and things like that, but they do a lot more. The goal is to raise money to help support our athletics and those things. And if you look over here, Granite's got it zoomed in across the court on our little setup up here. We've got 3 cameras, lots of things going on. As you never know where Granite is going to take the cam as he zooms in here on the Dutch girls and the Lady Shamrocks from the side. So Scott Rasmussen, I see you. See you down there. Say, go Dutch girls. We agree, Scott. Hopefully the Dutch girls are able to come away with a win tonight. Blake, is that Blake Shale? Blake, yo, the video board is so cool. Yes, that video board is pretty awesome. I've been working with my first hour broadcasting students on some media to go on there during basketball season. We are very excited to show that thing off. So as the Dutch girls look to improve upon their lead, Lady Shamrocks are almost able to get a block there, but not able to get it over the net. Makes it 14-5 in favor of the Owensville Dutch girls. Krupp is still serving for the Dutch girls as she gets the ball over the net once again. We've seen great serves from both sides tonight so far as the Dutch girls improved to 15-5 here in the early going in the first set. Tim Erkey, get Granted a steady cam. Yeah, it is a little bit, he's freehanding a camera in here this evening. Unfortunately, as the Dutch girls score again, unfortunately that camera doesn't have any built-in stabilization, but it's the 4th camera that we have here for the broadcast. When we do a football game, our 4th camera is usually our drone. That's probably going to be our next upgrade as far as what we do to improve upon our broadcast, as Carly Copeland almost finds an empty spot on the floor there as the Dutch girls are rallying here, trying to take an even bigger lead here in the first set. New Haven sets up. Number 12 for New Haven that tried to go for the spike there. That's Chloe Overschmidt as Carly Copeland gets the tip right back over. Chloe again. She's going to get the point there. Oh, wow. Okay. It looked like it hit 4 times, but not really sure how that scored in volleyball. Man, a great volley from both teams there. Dutch girls were able to come out on top of it as the final hit there just landed just outside of in play. You can see Granite here has got the camera on the Dutch girls head coach. That is Miss Jamie Ridenauer. Thank you for that, Granite, as the girls are back in action. Jamie Ridenauer has been here at OHS for quite a few years coaching the Dutch girls volleyball team. And she also does the middle school volleyball later on in the year, too. She's very involved with the volleyball program all around, which is what you would expect out of the Dutch girls volleyball coach. She's also a pretty big instrumental part of that. I want to say it was, well, I actually might have it in front of me. Yeah, it was the 2020 Dutch girls district championship team. It was the last district championship from a Dutch girls volleyball team, and only the 2nd district championship in Dutch girls history. So that in itself was a pretty awesome moment here for the Dutch girls and Jamie Ridenauer and her squad. if you know anything about volleyball in the area, you're probably aware about Herman. Herman always has a great volleyball program, which makes it very tough to win conference in volleyball, as the Lady Dutch Girls have actually never won a volleyball conference championship. For anybody that doesn't know who the conference teams are in volleyball, that would be St. Clair, New Haven, Herman, St. James, Owensville, Pacific, Sullivan, and Union. That's what makes up the Four Rivers Conference. I'm going to mute myself for just a second here and check with Mr. Granite as he is up here with us. Varsity volleyball, Granite, is the best of 5 sets, as the Lady Dutch Girls score another point here in the first set. Granite had some questions about volleyball here for me. Ooh, great dig there from Clarice Krupp on the back end, but I don't think it was able to stay in bounds. So that's going to return the serve to the Lady Shamrocks here, as the Dutch Girls lead early on 19-6. Blake, you jumped in and said if she is hit while blocking, it doesn't count as a hit. Thank you for that, Blake. That's some of the volleyball stuff that I don't know. I know a decent amount about, I would say, most sports. Volleyball is probably one of my weaker ones. So I'm doing the best I can on announcing here. If you guys hear me say something that sounds funny, definitely let me know. Or if I'm asking a question and you know the answer, I love it when people chime in with the answer, as Kerrigan Griff, the libero, is serving for the Dutch Girls now. She also gets the dig there, set up for Ava Schulte. The New Haven Shamrocks return it, and Dutch Girls set back up. Carly Copeland, and she is going to be the final Dutch Girl to touch the volleyball there and bring it back to serving for the Dutch Girls. You see the Grant's at the front of the high school right now. You come to the high school, you got to go through the front table there. So it looks like Miss Whalen, Sarah Whalen, who I believe is in her retirement year. I don't want to speak for her, but that's the rumors that I've been hearing here at the high school. She's been here for a long time, done a great job for our school district. And also Miss Amy Quatermas. Those are the two that are running the front board there tonight, as they're probably like, Granite, why are you filming us? Oh, Granite, gotta love them. That is going to be a point for the Dutch Girls, as I believe that made its way out of bounds. See the Dutch Girls on the bench here right now. Probably see them mixed in throughout the game as well, as unfortunately the Dutch Girls are not able to get that one over the net. It's going to return the serve to the Lady Shamrocks, and number 3 is the person who was serving on the first run. That was Olivia Gooney. She did a great job serving and got the first 6 points for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks set up, get a little spike there that is going to find the hardwood. Take the score to 23-8. Granite is taking a stroll down the trophy cabinets here at OHS. Always excited to add to the trophy cabinets at OHS, something that OHS and Owensville are very proud of. So the Dutch Girls are going to get that point, and I guess as we're talking about the trophy cabinet there, you might mention again that this is the final regular season game for the Lady Dutch Girls and also the Lady Shamrocks. So after this game, they will both be preparing for their respective districts. All right, the Dutch Girls are going to go ahead and win that first set by a score of 25-8. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. The JV games are played a best of 3 sets. So if the Dutch Girls come out and win the next set, then the JV portion of the evening will be over, and the Dutch Girls will be victorious. If they lose this set, then the Shamrocks will have to win a second set in a row to become victorious. So as we're sitting here talking, I'd like to go over, I was talking about the records of each of these squads. On the JV side, the JV Dutch Girls started off really hot this year. They won their first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in a row. They didn't run into their first loss until they got into a Washington JV tournament where they ran into a tough St. Dominic team who is currently 23-5 on the season. And if you know anything about volleyball in this community, we have a lot of freshmen and sophomores that are very passionate about volleyball. I was talking with Reese Hampton, who is a sophomore in my business and accounting class earlier today, and she said that there are 5 girls that are currently on the varsity volleyball team that are sophomores. So that's pretty awesome that we have some younger volleyball players here to help carry on the program. And as far as the varsity squad this season, the Lady Dutch Girls varsity squad is coming in tonight at 8-17-3. Their most recent games, they were on a bit of a losing skid recently. And tonight coming in playing New Haven. New Haven is 16-9 on the season. So New Haven's had, I think they're a Class 2 school, whereas the Dutch Girls are probably a Class 3 in volleyball. No, the New Haven Shamrocks, they are Class 1 in volleyball, and the Dutch Girls are going to be, let's see here, Dutch Girls are Class 3. So New Haven's Class 1, Dutch Girls are Class 3. New Haven coming in with a pretty strong record and competing against the Four Rivers Conference this year. I always like to, use that as a measure for a town like New Haven. It looks like they did beat Herman, which is a huge victory for New Haven. Herman usually very stout in volleyball. They also beat St. James. They fell to Pacific, fell to St. Clair. I'm going to guess that Pacific or St. Clair are probably the Four Rivers Conference champions. Looking at Misha here. Looks like Pacific had wins in the conference against Herman. They lost to Union, though. Oh, Union. Union is 25-3-2 on the season. I think that might be your Four Rivers Conference champion as far as volleyball is concerned this year. So they beat St. Clair, Owensville. They beat Herman. They're playing Sullivan tonight. They beat St. James. They beat Pacific. And they had to play New Haven. They beat New Haven. So the only game that they have not won in conference so far is Sullivan, who they play tonight. So Union is going for the clean sweep in the conference tonight as they get going. And we are back underway here for the second set. Looks like the Shamrocks are going to, no, the Dutch Girls are going to get that point. So let me update the scoreboard here, get back to, no, the Shamrocks got that point. Shamrocks are serving, so it's, I think the scoreboard in here is wrong. Yeah, it was. Okay. It's going to be set up here to Rachel Kepke, who gets the spike, and she's going to get the points there for the Dutch Girls as the score now is tied 1-1. As I look at the floor, I look at some of the changes here for the Dutch Girls. Rachel Kepke, number 5, seems to be playing the front line now. And there was one other newer face out there that I don't actually have in class. That is number 12 on the JV squad, which I don't know that is listed on here right now. Yeah, I'm not sure who number 12 is. The only name that I don't recognize, I'm going to be honest and say I have no clue. All right, I'm going to try to get that information here real quick. Don't like to not be able to say somebody's name as Rachel's able to dig that thing out and get it over the net. Ava Schulte setting Rachel Kepke up again. No, that is going to be Jolene Braun. That was going to find the stands. The Dutch Girls are going to win that point as well, taking it 3-1. Hey, Granite, do you know who number 12 is for the Dutch Girls down there? That's it. It's not listed on the schedule or on the roster for the JV team.
What are we, JV?
That's right. It's not listed on here, otherwise I would have known it. For us, 12 is not on here. That's why I was asking. All right, Dutch Girls aren't going to be able to get that one over as the serve is going to return to New Haven as the score moves from 3-1 to 3-2. Got a tight one here in the early going of the.
Could she have hopped from varsity
No,
down?
no, because I know who that one is. Kerrigan is going to be the one who gets her hands on that serve first. Jillian Braun's going to come up just a little bit short there on the spike as the New Haven Shamrocks even the score here at 3-3 in the early going of the second set. Number 5 for the Lady Shamrocks is Emmy Bates again. She is serving as the Lady Shamrocks take their first lead in a set so far tonight as they now lead 4-3. Tim, yeah, the cameras don't have the same color balance on them. They're completely different style cameras. One is a box style camera, and I've tried doing some correcting to get it close, but unfortunately, that's about as best as it gets. It also loses a little bit as the Dutch girls score here. Also loses a little bit of quality whenever it goes to the wireless rig too. So you're definitely going to see a color change when we go to this camera. It has a little bit more to do though with our gear than the settings. You could definitely tweak the settings to try to get it closer as the Lady Shamrock score here, making it 5-4. But I've done the best I can with it. Like I said, just two totally different style cameras. Number 91, the libero for the Shamrocks, is serving now, and that is Ellie Bombach. Oh, wow, great serve there, and a good block from Rachel Kepke. And the Dutch girls are going to get that point, even it back up. So we're very neck and neck here so far tonight in this second set. Give you that field, or that not field, the floor level cam again, as it looks like Brinley Schmenke is going to sub in for Kerrigan Griffin. Rachel Kepke is going to be doing the serving for the Dutch girls, and she might have got a little help there as number 12 for the Lady Shamrocks might have hit a ball that was going out of bounds to begin with anyways. So the Dutch girls retain the serve. Again, that's junior now, Rachel Kepke. That one is not going to find its way over the net as Kerrigan Griffin subs in for Rachel Kepke now. Tying the score up here for the Lady Shamrocks and the Dutch girls here as we get the serve off here from number 3, Olivia Gooney. It looks like so far there's just been a few different people serving for the Lady Shamrocks here in the early going. Gooney's unable to get that one over the net as the Dutch girls return to serving here as the score is evened up here 7-7. Looks like Jolene Braun is back to serve for the Dutch girls at this point in time. She gets the serve over with ease as the Shamrocks set up. They're not going to be able to get a set in order to spike there, but they do get it back over. As Carly Copeland gets the set, and number 12, I believe. Number 12 is the name that I don't know. I'm going to scour the sheet here again. See, it's got to be a freshman, I'm thinking. Maybe Violet Laval or Haley Boland. I'm not sure. Dutch girls now lead 8-7 as Jolene Braun sends that one back over. A little miscommunication there from the New Haven Lady Shamrocks. Gives the Dutch girls a 2-point lead here in the second set, 9-7. Dutch girls did win that first set by a score of 25 to, I think it was 8. It was the final score. As the Dutch girls get another point here, making it 10-7. As mentioned earlier, the Lady Dutch girls started off their junior varsity season very, very strong, winning their first 8 games in a row. And now their record is 14-6, so they're looking to try to get their 15th win this evening as the Shamrocks are going to get that point, return to serving. Now it looks like serving for the Shamrocks is number 12 again, which would be Chloe Overschmidt. Chloe gets the serve over. As Brinley Schmenke finds some hardwood that's unoccupied to give a point to the Dutch girls and return the serve in favor of the Dutch girls. Number 12 for the Dutch girls is back to serve. She's going to get the point there, too. There's a little bit of miscommunication on the end of the Lady Shamrocks. Number 12 returns back to serve. I'll go ahead and keep on this cam as she gets the serve over. All right. Clarice Krupp with the spike there after the set from Brinley Schmanke as Brinley gets to get the tip over. Another tip from Carly Copeland. We got a good volley here. Clarice Krupp tried to get a tip fall in. Not yet. And the Dutch girls are going to get that point as the ball was hit out of play by the Lady Shamrocks. Taking the score of 13-8 here. Or 12 for the Dutch girls. He's going to serve that one. They're calling it out of bounds now. As the score moves to 13-9. I'm going to figure out who number 12 is. I will be right back. I feel bad not having that on the roster, so I want to figure out who that is. All right, I think I got a little help from Liz Adams here in the stands. She said that that is Cadence. Hey, Liz. All right, number 12 is Miss Cadence Gibson. So I apologize for not having that, but it's not on the roster here, and unfortunately I don't have Cadence in class. So Cadence done a good job this evening as the Lady Dutch girls are in a timeout right now, and they are Will Johnson, he asked, what did the freshman Dutch girls do? Will, I'm going to be honest with you. I was at cross-country practice. I coached the middle school cross-country team, so I kind of strolled right in here to start the broadcast as soon as cross-country practice ended. So I came in as the JV squad was warming up. I'm not 100% sure what the squad did, so I can't speak to that. So I apologize for that. If I find out here in a few moments, then I will definitely share that with the listening audience. All right, as we return to action here, I missed a couple points as I was trying to figure out some names. The Dutch girls currently lead by 15-9 here in this second set. Thank you to the, looks like 18 viewers that are with us right now. We appreciate you guys tuning in, as it looks like the libero for the Lady Dutch girls is Kerrigan Griffin. She gets a serve over. They look to build upon their lead. Kerrigan is going to get the save there. A setup for Clarice Krupp as she spikes the volleyball. There'll be a point for the Dutch girls, as that was the fourth hit for the Lady Shamrocks. For anybody who, I do know a few things about volleyball, not a ton, but a few. For anybody who doesn't know anything about volleyball, you get 3 hits. You got to get it over the net. So if you hit a fourth one, then it is a point for the other team. You can't get it over in 3, point for the other team. Serving now for the Lady Shamrocks is number 2, and that is going to be Miss Sammy Fleer. She does a good job, but the Dutch girls are going to come away with that point, improve the score in the lead to 17-10. Dutch girls did win the first set here tonight. If they win this second set, then that is going to be all she wrote. We'll be moving on to the varsity game. Ava Schulte now serving for the Dutch girls. Gets the ball over. Kerrigan digs that one out, sets it up for Rachel Kepke with a tip here, try to catch her on an off jump. Yeah, a spike from Clarice Krupp as she had some authority on that one. Lady Shamrocks get it back across. Be a spike from Jolene Braun is going to improve the score to 18-10. See a scoreboard up here, has some different graphics per what happens in the game. That would be a kill for the Dutch girls. Ava Schulte unable to get that one over the net. As it's very close. Just hit the very top white part of the net. Making the score 18-11 in favor of the Dutch girls. Number 5 serving again, that is Miss Emmy Bates. She gets the ball over here as the Dutch girls try to set up, and that is not hitting to a friendly spot for the Dutch girls as the Shamrocks are going to take another point there, cutting down on that deficit, trying to get back, force a set 3 here. Jolene with another big spike, but that one is saved by number 2, Sammy Fleer. Rachel now with the tip. Dutch girls set up again. Be Jolene Braun with another spike, but that one's going to find its way out of bounds as the Lady Shamrocks pull closer. You see, I believe that's Macy McKinney that coaches the JV squad for the Dutch girls here, and I can give you an exact on that here in just a moment. No, that's Emily McKinney. My apologies. Emily McKinney was a part of that 2020 district champion Dutch girls volleyball team, if I remember correctly, as the score improves here to 19-13 in favor of the Dutch girls. Clarice Krupp with the serve. Rachel Kepke looks to set up Miss Gibson, Cadence Gibson. Rachel Kepke with the spike. What's the call? That's going to be out of bounds. Another point for the Shamrocks. So we've got a pretty neck-and-neck game down the road here as the libero is now serving. Number 91, Miss Ellie Bombach. That one is not going to find its way over the net, though. And the Dutch girls are just 5 points away from putting the W stamp on this game. Rachel Kepke is now back to serve for the Dutch girls. Watch from this camera angle. She gets the serve across. And we're back in action. Oh my goodness. Great job by the Dutch girls as they're able to get that thing out of there as it was playing really close to the net. Ava Schulte makes a valiant effort on the dive, but unable to get that thing off the ground for her teammates to work with as the score moves to 20-15. Number 3 now serving for the Shamrocks. That is Miss Olivia Gooney. Unable to get that one across the net. Make it 21-15 in favor of the Dutch girls as they're looking to try to close this thing out here. Trying to squeeze behind me. All right. That one's going to be long on the serve, unfortunately. Making the score 21-16. Dutch girls still just 4 points away from locking this thing up. Carly Copeland looking to save it, and oh my goodness, great athleticism there shown by Carly Copeland as she got the tip over, and then on the way back through, she was able to dig out the, I guess it was a block, maybe be the correct terminology there. Kind of save the Dutch girls' point there. Some good body control as the Dutch girls score again here, making the score 23-16. No, they're going to say that. No, they're going to call timeout here. So the Dutch girls do get that point. It's going to be a minute-long timeout here. It's always funny for me. I get to sit here and look at the camera angles and see where they're going. So I can only imagine where Granite and Kate Lange is on the camera now. She's working her way up the stairs here in the gym. Looks like I got another comment here from Will Johnson. No worries, district softball Blair Oaks has Owensville trailing Blair Oaks 10-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. So today is the opening day of softball districts for our Dutch girls softball team. Sounds like they're playing down. Will, if you're listening, where is that actually taking place? I don't believe it's at Blair Oaks, but I could be wrong. But it sounds like the Dutch girls are currently trailing early on, so thank you for that information there, Will. I didn't know what was going on. So Cadence gets the serve over as the Shamrocks set up, get a spike, but that one looks long. And it looks like the official agrees. It's going to be to 16 in favor of the Dutch girls. They need one. This is a game point right here. New Haven sets up. Do or die here for New Haven. They're going to have to win a lot of points in a row. I believe volleyball is also you got to win by 2. So I think they'd have to get to 26. They get the first one. So if New Haven was to win this outright without the Dutch girls scoring another point, they would have to secure 9 points in a row here. See an alternate angle here from the opposite side of the gymnasium where the camera's made its way. Go back to this view here as we got a spike from the Dutch girls. Trying to set up. Brinley Schmanke sets up Carly Copeland. Brinley Schmanke also gets the spike on the return over. And that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Dutch girls JV volleyball squad is going to come away with the victory in this one. As they have taken set number 2 here by a score of 25-17. And I believe they took set number 1 by a score of 25-8. We're going to have about 18 minutes of downtime here as we are setting up for the varsity game. Varsity gets to come out and warm up and all that stuff. So I don't have my partner back yet, and Coach Dave Kopelman. I do have Granite up here with a headset on. I want to talk a little bit about some things going on in TV studio, some things going on in our school district right now. Lots of good stuff always happening. So I'm going to mute myself for just a moment. I'll talk with Granite here as we get set up for this varsity game. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. All right, I apologize for that. Sounds like I had that one microphone a little too hot there for you guys. So I want to go through the fall sports here at Owensville High School to just give you a little bit of a recap as we are waiting for the varsity game to get started here. And I will go ahead and take and reset the scoreboard here. So maybe I can set a timer here too. I can put 18 minutes on this because that is how long they get to warm up. They haven't started that time yet, so I'll start it as the gym starts, and you'll get to see the actual countdown there on the board as well. But first, it looks like they are honoring, they said Jane at the scorer's table here before the game tonight. She's the Wall of Gratitude winner here for the volleyball team. Let's talk a little bit about Wall of Gratitude. What is the Wall of Gratitude? Well, that is something that started under new athletic director. It's an award that is given the team, basically. Every team, sports team, gets to pick somebody who's made a big impact on their team throughout the year, and they get to award that. It's pretty special to get to award that here tonight during the game while she's here in attendance. So thank you, Jane, for all that you do. Dutch girls are lucky to have you down there at the scorer's table. All right, so now the timer has started. I'll go ahead and get it where it was. Looks like we're at 17:54. But my timer is counting up. So you see the scoreboard up there. Let me put it in countdown mode. Oh my goodness. Got some clicking to do here. I'm going to turn the room volume down because the in between games, the volume gets cranked through the speakers, and we are underway. So before they announced the Wall of Gratitude winner there, what I was talking about was going through the winners, or not the winners, the different fall sports teams. As you can see, this is us up here at the broadcast and the crew that I got helping me. So this is Granite Miles right behind me. You can kind of see Granite. Looks like Granite wants to show you something. I don't know what he wants to show you. Oh, and that's Kate Lange. She's the one who's operating the camera. So always a good time here with TV Studio. We try to have fun. We do the best that we can. All right, now the timer up there is accurate. There really is 16 minutes and some change as far as time left before the start of the next game. So as I was saying, sorry I get sidetracked quite a lot here. Will Johnson was giving us the scoop on the Dutch girls softball team as they are down 10-0 currently versus Blair Oaks in the first round of district play. Once district started, it's win or go home, so the Dutch girls are going to have to mount a pretty impressive comeback here to be able to keep their season alive. We got to do several. I got to go to several Dutch girls softball games this year, and they were definitely a lot of fun to watch. We got to live broadcast the softball game that happened against Rolla, the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs. Got to catch up with the Rolla head coach, Coach Hoey, who was one of my baseball coaches whenever I was in high school. It was always good seeing familiar faces. Well, let's switch gears. We'll switch over to the football team. The football team currently has had a rough go this season. They're out of home games, and they come into this Friday with a record of 0-7. They're going to be facing Sullivan and St. Clair to end the season out. Sullivan comes in with a record of 4-3, and St. Clair comes in with a record of 5-2. As far as football is going, you guys are interested, as Will Johnson has, yes, Tim Herkey says, fun is good. Yes, we're always trying to have fun up here. That's the whole name of the game. So, as you can see, Kerrigan Griffin, the Dutch girls volleyball player who just got done playing, makes her way up here to the bleachers to see her family. The Dutch girls softball team looks like they are eliminated now. The final from Will Johnson comes in at 12-0. So that's going to put ending to the Dutch girls softball season. And to the seniors, you guys did a great job, and wish you the best of luck, and hope you always remember getting to play Dutch girls softball. Back to football, as I was saying, Dutchmen are currently 0-7 in varsity play. They have 2 conference games left against the 4-3 Sullivan Eagles and the 5-2 St. Clair Bulldogs. As I look through here, I'll try to give you who is leading in the conference, and I believe it is St. Clair. They're 5-2 on the season, and they have beat Herman, they've beat St. James, they beat Union, they beat Sullivan, they beat Pacific. So 5 of their wins all come against conference schools. Their only 2 losses come out of conference to Farmington and Potosi. If they're able to defeat the Owensville Dutchmen in their final game of the season, then St. Clair will be the undefeated conference champions this season. And that is all we have to say about that. Looks like St. Clair is a Class 3 school this year, just like Owensville is. And I haven't looked up their districts yet, but we are in the same district as St. Clair, so it's possible that the Dutchmen could potentially play St. Clair back-to-back weeks, depending on how the tournament shakes out as far as district goes. So, congratulations to St. Clair, as it looks like they've had a fantastic season as well. Move on here to cross-country. Now, cross-country is something that I personally know a little bit more about. We just got done hosting our home meet on Tuesday. Last year, I tried to do a live broadcast of the cross-country meet. Was very unsuccessful. It was not easy to do because the course is obviously so spread out. Coach Dave, the assistant coach to Coach Candrell on the cross-country team, he did a great job of getting the course together. Coach Dave always takes on that project of trying to make the Owensville course as good as he can, and he did a great job again this year. It was a very fair course. I know a lot of people were very excited about the times that we were able to produce at the home course, and it was exactly 3.12 miles, which is the length of a cross-country course. So shout out to Coach Dave for all his hard work on that. Some outstanding performances from that. Our Dutch girls actually came away as champions of the Owensville meet. And the Dutch girls, if you followed it all this year, are having an incredibly great season on the cross-country side of things. They're currently ranked in the state. I believe they are ranked either third or fourth now at this point in our class that our cross-country team is in. And they're led by senior Eileen Limberg. Eileen is, I've been talking about this in my classes lately. I think Eileen could go down as one of the, if not the greatest athletes in Owensville High School history. She's done a few things that are very unique that not anybody can hardly claim to have done, and that is this year she is going for her 4th consecutive All-State honor in cross-country, and she has a great opportunity to do so as her times have only continued to improve as the season goes on. She currently is the school record holder for the cross-country 5K at 19 minutes and 14 seconds. To put that into perspective, at the meet in Owensville just this past week, she ran 19:19. So she's right there competing at the same caliber as the school record that she's already set. The school record for cross-country meets, Coach Candrell, who's been the cross-country coach here for quite a long time now, has decided that that can only be set at the state meet. So 19:14 is the fastest time ever ran at the state meet here at our school, which is very impressive. To also be able to run a 19:19 this year at the home meet on a course that's not as fast as the state meet course in Columbia, Gants Creek, is also pretty impressive in itself. A lot of students in my classroom, I was talking about cross-country this week and trying to explain Eileen's dominance. And to put into perspective, Eileen ran a 19:19, got first place in the home meet, and the next closest person finished 1 minute and 20 seconds behind her. Eileen had enough time to have a conversation with all those at the finish line, thank everybody for the kind words, and then she got to watch the next runner roll in. Joining Eileen on the cross-country team, having a lot of success this year, is also senior Abby Gibson, who medaled at the home meet this week as well, and then Bryn Wright and Hannah Gellert, Elena Levish, Leola Heyman, and somebody that's going to be joining the cross-country team at the conference meet for the very first time is going to be Allie Daniels. Allie Daniels has been playing softball all season, but she's dual sporting and joining the cross-country team. She's been practicing with the girls running after her softball practices, and she's very excited to get to run in that conference meet, and then districts, and hopefully the girls perform and are able to go run at state. Very excited as well because my speaking partner, Coach Dave Kopelman, he's done with cross-country practice and he's about to join me. So get to hear from my co-commentator and good friend.
You're number 3. I'm number 3.
All right, Coach, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear.
Coach, I'm not going to lie. I'm very excited that you're here.
What the JV game look like?
The JV girls did fantastic. They were able to get the win in both sets and
Awesome.
wrapped it up real quick.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard about softball yet, but Will Johnson just commented in the chat.
what'd he say?
The game is over. The Dutch girls fall 12-0 in 5.
Okay, they made 5.
Yep.
Hannah was hoping that they'd be able to pull out a full game, a full game 7 for girls. But Blair Oaks, I mean, that's the number 2
draw.
seed. Yeah, it's better than a Fatima. Fatima is the so they actually got a terrible district. Sullivan is blessed again this year with a great district, and our girls go against the 2-time reigning state champs in the Fatima Lady Comets.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so they knew if they got the 8th seed, it was going to be rough. They got the 7, and it was still going to be a tough one. But, hey, we'll live with it, I guess. Hopefully they were able to find some good things in that and are able to bounce back. So are either one of these guys over here scorekeepers, or do you need some scorekeeping help?
No, I was taking care of the scorekeeping, Coach, so you don't have to worry about that.
Right on.
if you want to carry most of the conversation, I'm not going to lie. I talked a lot during the JV game, so I'd be more than happy to just do some color commentary as you do the play-by-play and provide some insight.
All right. Well, I will tell you, Coach Ridenauer just got on to me. She goes, I want to hear a lot of, what'd she say? A lot of love tap, because, that's my go-to saying. I was all right. And I almost got ran over by the ball cart on the way there. That was Coach, or not Coach, it was Lily Sample almost ran me over with it, and I was like, oh, goodness. So the girls said that New Haven has some hard hitters, apparently. That's what I kind of got from them about a week ago. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, there we go. Hey, we're looking good. We're going strong on the beards.
Do what? You're talking about me and you?
Yeah, beards. Oh. Our beards. Yeah,
I'm growing mine out right now. Trying to get ready for winter.
Well, dude, it's cold out there. We were having a conversation. Me and Coach were at the end of practice, and I was like, "Can we go inside? It's chilly."
All right, I'll take the camera over here to the Lady Shamrocks here as they're practicing their spikes. I was doing some looking online, and I think the Shamrocks are pretty solid this year, Coach.
Yeah, so their head coach is Jamie Hayner.
Is that Coach Hayner's wife?
That is Coach Hayner's wife. She's actually the athletic director as well.
Oh, wow.
But she is a solid coach, and you just watch them hit the ball. They got a high release point. Like, that smack is at the top, and it's on the way down every time.
So one thing, I was looking at their record. They come in at 16-9.
Woo.
And I was just looking at some, common opponents, maybe big wins. I did see that they had a big win over Herman. Which,
took it to 5.
Yeah, Herman looks like they might be having a little bit of a down year at 13-15, but typically Herman is the team to beat.
I'd say 13-15. They would complain about that season over there in Herman. Definitely.
Blake, I think that's Blake Shales, has got to have a drone fall. Blake, they don't, Misha, darn it, they will not let us fly a drone in the gymnasium. That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah, now I could go out there and run, but we don't have a wireless headset right now. Now that'd be interesting.
I would, I think the panting from running would enhance the broadcast. The experience.
You know what? We could do that for a cross-country race, too. We could just put a headset on Zach Holtmeyer or Eileen and have them talk their way through it. Hey, I'm at mile 1 right now, guys.
That would be that'd be pretty humorous. I do agree.
Hey, you want us to wave? I ain't waving at that camera. I ain't doing it.
All right, to the 17 viewers we have right now, thank you for joining us. We hope you guys stick around for the varsity game. Hopefully we see a Dutchgirls victory. And if you're tuning in from New Haven, we try to do the best we can to provide a fair broadcast. But what I will say, during the first game, I did the best I could calling out their names. But we know the Dutchgirls names far better just because we see them every day at school.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be quicker on the trigger with the names of the Dutch girl players. Herman, or the New Haven players will do the best we can.
Yeah, and I'm gonna work on it. That's gonna be my go-to. Now, I've had multiple people tell me they wanted to be interviewed after this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got another headset up here. It's already ready to go. So if that's the case, then we can certainly do that. Also, I would like to make note. It looks like we've got one right now. Looks like it's Miss Carly Copeland.
Yeah, Jenna told me that she did not want to be interviewed again.
Hey, Granite, will you do me a favor? And will you take that camera and turn it over here on us while we interview Carly? That'll help with that camera's just a little bit higher quality and it'll be still.
So Jenna told me that she did not like it at all. She said it was very embarrassing.
Oh, come on.
And but then Carly goes, "Hey, I really want to be interviewed." Now,
Perfect.
Carly, I didn't watch your game. Put these on. Yeah. You're gonna sound. Can you hear me? Okay, we can almost hear you. Talk.
I'm talking.
All right, can you turn? So I always do like 2 fingers away from the mouth here, and then Granite. Granite, can you turn that camera around here for us? Granite.
Hey, Granite.
Granite.
He can hear us.
All right, perfect. So I will switch to that camera now. I want to give you guys a still shot here. So we got sophomore. Here's the camera over here, Carly. We have sophomore Carly Copeland up here. A final regular season game of the year.
Yeah.
You guys come away with a victory in 2 sets.
Yeah.
So what's the record for JV girls?
17 and I think it's like 3 or 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
It's
impressive.
It's close to that.
So what can you tell us about the end of a volleyball season from the JV side? So after this, is practice over for you guys? What does it look like moving forward?
See, varsity has districts, so practice is optional for us. So like Friday, it's mandatory because of senior speeches. But next week, Tuesday's optional, Monday. Monday's optional, and so is Wednesday. So we choose to go or not.
Okay.
but I probably will.
Good.
Awesome. Very good. And do we know who varsity plays in the first round of districts yet?
Sullivan?
Sullivan first round. Have we played Sullivan so
Oh, wait,
far?
no. Sorry, St. James.
St. James.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember
It's
you telling
at
me that
Sullivan.
was. So district is being hosted by Sullivan this year.
Yeah.
What has it been like getting to play with the group of girls that you guys have gotten to play with so far this year?
It's amazing. It's the best team I've ever been on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic because you guys have, your grade in particular has played a lot of
Yes.
volleyball.
Mm-hmm. And what's your favorite memory from this year so far? Well, not so far since it's kind of
Still
wrapping up.
happening.
I think my favorite memory overall is just like getting ready with the girls before home games. It's just so fun. Because we all do each other's hair, and it's just like a good girl moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. We don't know
We
about
don't know
that.
about good girl moments.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, actually, now that you say hair, I have to point something out. And I'm going to take the other camera down here. I am severely impressed by Lily Sample's hair right now.
Jolene does basically all of ours.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pull
Shout
it
out
up
to
here.
Jolene.
That is that's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so
she is our hairstylist.
Okay, so tell us, how long does something like that take?
That took her probably like 25 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep you on mic here with us as we do the national anthem.
Okay.
I will turn the other mic up so you guys can hear.
You don't have to sing, okay? Unless you want
Should
to.
I?
If you want to sing, you can.
Okay.
But all 17 people who are watching right now will hear you.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. And Carly, are you back? I can't hear you. Oh, maybe you're this one.
I think she's 2.
She's 2. Gotcha.
Hello.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That thing's cool.
Yeah, I let Mr. T handle all this stuff.
What do these do?
They make sounds. Don't do them.
Should I do it?
No, they're terrible. Somebody one year just pressed the button over and over. All right, so here are the Dutch girls. Cam Caldwell, number 1. She's short, but she plays aggressive. Ruvia Novak. Another, size does not matter. Cam Novak getting a little bit taller as we go. And there's Big Mai.
Big Mai.
Yeah, we're going to call her big because she's like a giant, super tall.
My little giant.
Maddie Lewis, Addie Mins. and Jenna Hoffman. So we got 2 sophomores in this lineup. What do you say about that, CJ?
I'm proud of them.
Dang right. I absolutely love whenever you can cross the grade platform and it's not all seniors, because then you know you have development coming up. You're stepping out with some youth that's growing. You know, this is one of my favorite things about volleyball that you don't see in a lot of other sports is a pre-game good luck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at cross-country meets, we get a big old prayer circle at the beginning a lot of times. But in like basketball, you're going to see a captain shake their hands and that's it. Here, we got this. So CJ, you want to do some color commentating?
Yeah, why don't you stay on broadcast with us here for the first set at least?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can provide way more helpful insight than I can. Also, Coach Dave calls Carly Copeland here CJ,
Yeah.
but I call her Carlito.
For some reason.
They're both great
I don't know.
nicknames.
Hey, I'm just saying, whenever you get a nickname from me, it doesn't go away. I keep it forever.
Yeah, mine doesn't either, unfortunately.
Everyone always just used to call me Carl.
I know.
I
It's,
like Carl,
now.
too. I
it's
like
not,
that.
It's not unique to us, though, you know?
Right.
When you called her Carlito, I tried calling her Carlito in class.
It just didn't feel right?
No, I mean,
No.
I like it. I really do like it. And had I known that was a nickname that you were going to come up with, we probably would have went with it, but
Gotcha.
all right. So the Lady Shamrocks are going to serve it up. Number 15, Emma Gerds, or Gerties. I don't know which one it is.
Good cross. Okay.
And a power squat. She tried.
Squat?
Yeah, she tried to take the flies out, but we didn't have any flies today. All right. And another serve coming at us. Ooh. Right on line.
Oh, yeah.
Boom! There it is. So, CJ, one of the most disappointing things is, like, I don't feel like you guys are as in on the cheers this year as you were last year.
No, not at all.
I'm so upset. I was all ready
That's my
for
favorite part.
me too.
I love cheers.
Oh, right over the net. Little net kisser.
Oh.
Oh.
That was a good call, though.
Well, you know, that's a job I don't want to have.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
judge?
playing. No.
It's
I mean,
scary.
I don't think it's hard, but I don't want to be the one that upsets somebody else.
Yeah.
And number 12 is now serving Katie Holtmeyer.
She's good.
And out of bounds, the
Just
Dutch
water it.
girls take it 2-2. And we're going to sub some people in. We're going to bring in Lily Sample and, who is that? Clara Julius. Ruvy's going out and Maddie Lewis is going out. So I like watching Lily play. I love the high fly intensity she brings.
Lily's got a vertical on her.
Yeah. Now, she's got some reckless side of her, too. You know, it's kind of like a loaded gun. It's a little bit dangerous, but, man, it can do work, you know. Oh, and there's a slapper. We're going to set that thing up outside. Ooh,
Ooh, tip.
Cam. Ah! Come on, stop her. She's
Out.
going to hit too hard. Sorry, number 5. Now, I like watching Clara serve. I feel like she's got a pretty mean serve here.
She does. So does Lily.
You know what I want, though? I want
She's got
jump
good-
serves. I really like watching jump serves.
Yeah, Lily and Reese have a really good jump serve.
See, that was called a love tap, folks.
Watch this.
18. Oh, that's their basketball player, number 18, Elena Legman. She is a pretty darn good basketball player for the Shamrocks.
Is she a varsity?
She-
Or not?
Yeah, she's varsity.
No. She's a senior.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
That's a good server.
Oh,
All right, Maya.
I've never seen Maya move that fast in
We were
class
trying to do
before.
that on JV.
Oh. There goes Sample with the
Oh, yeah,
hammer.
Lily. Watch that.
Come on, State. Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy, no way. No way, no way.
All right, let's set it up. I love rallies. Cam
Hey.
Novak says, oh, I wanted to finish it.
Just gonna roll it. No one's ready.
I'm going to go outside hit for 7 with
Oh,
the blocks.
Good,
Hit.
Lily. Oh, Maya. Oh, Maya.
Good, good. Oh.
All right, I have a question for you, Carly. So
Yeah.
after a very long volley like that, if you aren't able to win the point, How do you bounce back from that? Is it like super deflating, or is it something that happens pretty quick?
Whenever you lose a point, it's just like, dang, like I wish we could have got that. But you just have to automatically like, snap back into it and be like, okay, let's go now. Let's get over it. It's going to be okay. You just have to keep telling yourself that, or you'll get in an even deeper hole.
You know, in cross country, I like to say after your race is over, you got 5 minutes to be upset, and then you better bounce back because
Coach says you have like 10 seconds to be upset and you're good.
that's what I was going to say. You guys have to respond back so much quicker. It's almost like you don't even have processing time on what the negative play was.
That's why we like quick play, so we don't have time to process what we did bad.
Understood.
Yeah, in baseball, it's sort of the same process, too. You have to have very short-term memory because
Put up.
next play.
All right. Dutch Girls down 6-3. Trailing the Lady Shamrocks, even though it's a plant. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
Oh! Let's go, 5. Sorry, guys. Was that too loud for you? Let me turn myself down a little bit. And I am 3. What a hit. You're right, Blake. I don't know if that was just now, but woo.
Good serve.
Looks like Jenna is in.
Ooh.
Addie Mins with a smackdown.
Addie Minn's one of the seniors here at OHS this season.
Great kid, loves to pick on me. She's a lot taller than me, so she gets to. And Jenna.
Another good serve.
Oh, great job, Jenna. What's up? Hey.
Good.
Granted, if you can hear me right now, I don't know if you still have that headset in. That's a really great spot for you to be planted with being able to see the person serving and then also the Dutch girls bench there as they score.
I like watching Jenna serve. She is such a small body with so much force. I'm just like,
Yep.
dang, she smacked that thing. And they're going to set up 18, but nope, 7. Ooh.
If you think about it, it might be just basically just juniors next year on varsity. Because we'll
Yeah.
be juniors next year.
That's
That is
actually quite
crazy.
impressive. And what, you'll
No.
have
It goes
Clara?
very fast, Carly.
It does. I feel like I'm still a freshman.
Is Clara your guys' only junior?
Clara and Rachel.
And Rachel, that's right.
Yeah. I think we'll have 7 next year.
So, Carly, when you serve, can you serve anywhere back there?
I try to. Sometimes don't work
I
out.
will snot rocket it.
So I was just trying to figure out where I should position the camera because I have our 2 stationary cams here.
Mm-hmm.
But do they always is New Haven always going to serve from that spot probably?
Usually everyone serves from the middle of the floor.
So we're getting a little unforced errors here. We're not digging that ball out the way we should. That one there just glanced off the shoulders.
This is the hole we get in.
Okay, so it's a matter of finding the solid bedrock.
Mm-hmm.
If you find bedrock, ooh,
Out.
okay, that looked dangerous. I'm going to be honest.
Very.
I thought she touched it, but hey.
When everyone says nothing and looks up at the ref, you know someone touched it.
So we're getting some insight here, guys. These are the secrets of the players.
Yeah, I would not have known that.
Who are we bringing back here?
It's just a little
Reese?
secret. Don't share it.
Well, you just shared it with 18 people.
Well, the 18 people don't say anything, please. Thanks.
Hey, and anybody who's watching this later, you don't get to say anything either.
Yeah. Oh.
This is called Dutchman Secrets, back corner pocket. And the Shamrocks have a good placement. You know, and I like to think of myself as a potential libero or possibly a setter. But I think I like the setting position better than the
Yeah.
really digging. Like
I
I'd
like
like to be
setting.
Reese right now. Oh, and that sounded like a little bit of a soft fingertip hit.
Setting, you have a good communication with everyone.
That's who I want to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Lil.
Oh, right on that outside line. Got to dive for that ball.
So, okay, Carly, why, whenever you sub in and out, do you have to do the thing where you hold, like, touch hands like that? Or is that just like a,
I mean, you don't have to, but it shows our way of, like, do good.
okay.
Yeah.
So is that pretty, like, customary across all volleyball teams then?
Yeah. Mainly all volleyball teams do that.
Do you create a custom handshake with the person who's subbing you in and out?
Sometimes.
I would, definitely. I'm all about
I'm going to
handshakes.
do that with Ava.
You need to. Handshakes, nicknames. And we're going to block that. Oh,
We all
that
have
was
nicknames.
woo! Now, CJ, tell the folks at home why that ball became our score. Did you see it?
Because it hit the antenna and it went outside.
There you go, folks. Watch your antenna hitting.
What's your antenna hitting?
She's going to try to set up.
Squat. Set up, Jenna. Out.
So I've been watching some. I have a lot of softball, baseball, volleyball, football, everything on my Facebook. And one of the things that they were talking about the other day on this volleyball one was the location in which you hit the ball. And if you're really not taking that shoulder to the high point, you don't get that direct snap down with the wrist. And I feel like sometimes we're behind that ball still, and so that angle is just too high. Now, we're going to get to that later in geometry when we talk about angles. But we're not there
How did I
yet.
do on the homework check today?
That's so good.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't graded it.
Blake Shale, he says in the chat, is there any opportunity for boys volleyball in Owensville?
You know, Blake, there's a lot of ideas for sports, but right now we have such a low turnout of our population.
If you know Miguel Marquez, go talk to him because he plays for boys volleyball.
Miguel would like to, but the population turnout here at Owensville High School is a pretty low percentage, and you also have to battle Title IX and getting a girls' sport to balance with the boys' sport.
Yeah, because there has to be an equal number of boys and girls sports, correct?
I think it's equal, or at least
like in a
pretty darn
range.
close. Yeah. But yeah, to me, the one thing I see is that we don't have a ton of kids out already, and you're trying to get another sport in.
I do know that I think, what time of year does boys volleyball even run?
If I had to guess, I would say in the winter, maybe.
Same time as girls, yeah.
Same time as girls?
Oh, so it's
Or
right
same
now?
time as girls club, yeah.
Same time as girls club, so probably winter. That was my thought.
Tryouts are like mid-November.
Hey, and I like that. I like it when they make a mistake and we can get an easy free point. I will say I played an intramural volleyball league this one time right during my student teaching, and we had a guy dating a girl that had a brother who was on a men's volleyball team. Follow that line.
All right.
That guy joined us, and he pretended to be from Webster, and he made us dominate. Nobody stood a chance. That guy had like a vertical, and we were playing on 8-foot nets.
Well, that
Did we just stop that thing? No, it came on our side. Coach McKinney had me teased there with that. She was
goes.
excited.
I know. I was like, wait.
Ugh.
What is the biggest comeback that you've ever seen in a set,
For
Carly?
varsity,
Yeah.
Salem. Salem was the best comeback game we've had.
How much were we down by in the set?
Oh, like, I'd say
And that's
10,
going to get the
15.
crowd. That's going to get the crowd excited there. We had a little bit of a delay on the flag keeper. The line judge said, out. CJ, sometimes
See, that was a handshake.
Oh,
Lily
that
and
was?
Jenna.
Okay.
Yeah, I love their handshake.
you got to give the crowd, like the people who are listening, just a
Yeah.
little bit of variety in your voice. You know, if you're always saying the same thing at the same level, it just gets really boring. We're going to set it right to 18, which is, ooh!
Yes, Jenna. Go, Lil.
Okay, okay.
That was an incredible
Oh,
save.
boy.
Drop on it. Oh!
Oh, my. That was like, it came down right here. That was not her fault.
Now, I'm going to tell you, the other night, I think we benefited from that basketball hoop. I saw it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun watching that ball be up in the sky and then just boom, right on their court.
What was the best game you've watched this year?
That I've watched?
Yeah.
Oh. I can't remember. I've never been able to stay for a full one. I come for the end of JV, and then I make it to like the second set of varsity, and then the diabetes hits me. It says, hey, you need to get some food, dude. So I have to go home and get food.
Did you run today with the kids, Dave? I did. It kicked my butt.
Oh,
You know where we went?
Brick Church.
No. It would have been hard to get back
Yeah,
here
it
in time
would've.
if we went to Brick Church. No, I took them to so I coach the middle school cross-country team with Coach Hunt, and Coach Dave coaches the high school cross-country team with Coach Candrell. I took our group today out to 4th Street because I want to get a workout in since we, don't have many opportunities for workouts left.
Right.
So I took him to 4th Street and did like your guys' interval workout where you do a minute on, 30 seconds off.
Okay.
But I made him run those hills. So it was like interval hills.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Our top runners, they were just eating it up.
They loved it.
Yeah, they absolutely loved it. How far would you say a run like that should go? And then I'll tell you how far I actually went.
I would say for middle schoolers, like
For our top dogs.
your top dogs, what, 2.5 to 3 maybe?
That's what we did. We did 2.5.
Okay.
So most of the team probably did somewhere between like 1.5 to 2.
Yeah.
But our top dogs did somewhere around 2.5.
I don't mind pushing the top dogs in middle school because it kind of sets them up for next year, maybe being able to go up to high school and run a 3-mile race. Ooh! Number 18, Elena Legman, was able to put up the brick wall. Maya hit that thing with force, and it just came back. Yeah.
So, Carly, would you say that you're more of a setter or more of a spiker?
Spiker.
Okay, because you play the front line a lot.
No,
like almost the
like,
whole time.
we
right?
say spike, Carly.
I don't like the word spike.
Oh.
Hit.
She's one of those people.
I am
hitter?
one of those people.
So there's the proper terminology hitter?
Outside
Yeah.
hitter.
Hitter, seaside hitter.
yeah.
You know. I don't know, because they put me literally everywhere besides passing.
You know what was kind of interesting last year? We talked to Anna Kepke, or that's right. No,
Abby.
Rachel. Sorry.
Rachel Kepke.
I don't know why. There's so many Kepkes. I just got
There is.
confused. But we talked to Rachel about her spot, and she said, like, even though she's so tall, she likes being able to play the back row and being able to set because she knows that if she wants to go play volleyball somewhere else, she's really not the size of. She's really not the size of
Spikers
a-
there at the
Yeah.
next level.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like truthfully, when you watch like a game like Nebraska or Texas or you know one of those big volleyball
Texas
teams,
is so
they're
good.
huge. And I'm just looking at
13
it.
Skinner. She's
Yes,
good.
yeah. And there we go. Put it down.
Yeah.
Way to bounce back. So Dutch Girls trail 20-14. I'm so sorry I haven't been keeping up, but Mr. T's been keeping you guys at home right up to speed with it. 20-14, New Haven Shamrocks. We're going to bring Reese Hampton in to get us serving. Reese, find the hole. Coach, call it out. Let's get it.
Oh, they didn't even call a spot. How rude.
Coach Johnson says, or not Coach Johnson, Will Johnson says that boys volleyball is played in the spring.
Spring. Thanks,
What?
Will. Well, you guys played club volleyball like all year round. Come on. What season were we supposed to pick, Carly? Oh, and there's a dig!
Oh, yeah, Reese.
That scoreboard got a little frightening there. Callie was going for it, but there it was.
Shannon Raker says, once again, Coach Davis cracking me up with his commentating, love taps, net kissers, and slappers.
Hey,
If that's not some volleyball
up my
terminology, then I
game.
don't know that you've ever heard volleyball terminology.
somebody pay me to be the assistant coach. I got your back.
Please be a coach next year.
Uh,
Yes, Clara. Oh, boy. Oh,
Man, Callie's going to run into something tonight before the game's over. She keeps hopping, skipping, and then having to dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge.
feet.
Yeah, happy feet. That's a very good reference.
Appreciate it.
Oh, and that might have been a little out.
Good. Whatever that was.
I like to call
Oh.
that the front punch.
The front punch.
Oh, and there's another
What
one.
about fruit punch?
Fruit punch, love it.
Okay.
Oh, man, how do they even get up there? We're going to go right back at her. Yeah! There we go, Hattie. You know, guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit of something about statistics and probability. If she smacks the ball over and over and over and over, eventually she will get a kill. That's just facts.
Potentially. Unless she gets in her head, then it doesn't.
No, it's laws of probability, okay?
Who's this, Ruvia Novak making the serve?
Yeah.
This is Ruvias.
Ruvia, I didn't know that.
Sounds
big
like
name.
a Greek ancient god name.
She flexed before. That's the problem.
She said, watch this.
Ruvia is like arguably one of the strongest people I know, like pound for pound.
Really?
I would argue she's pretty darn jacked. Her or Baggio, one of the two. There's another smackdown.
Yes.
There we go, 1-2. Callie Kelling with a big hit. And we're gonna bring Maya back in, I think. I think it was Maya who came in.
Maya.
Thanks.
Risha sent up our heart.
Ladies, we got some service errors and we have 1 point.
Comes Jana back in.
Match point, folks. Is this match pointer, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
sadly.
I just wanted to make sure it's not game point, it's match.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess game point would be if the game was actually on the line, right?
Correct, Mr. T.
Ooh.
That was game. Wait, no,
That was match.
stupid.
No, you're not stupid.
So the Dutch girls are going to fall in set number 1 here by a score of 25-16. As we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, it is a best of 3 sets, or best of 5 sets, so you got to win 3. Carly, what do you think coach is cooking up during in between sets here?
I think she's going to do same lineup, same everything. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what?
I
Ask
don't
me
really
that
see
question.
anything change.
Coach Dave, what do you think coach is cooking up over there?
I think probably same lineup, same thing.
Oh, wow, it's like you know the game so well.
You guys are annoying.
Hey, no. As a coach thinking about it, CJ, I think you would probably agree that your coach is going to try to make a couple adjustments, but it's not necessarily going to be with the people. It's going to be with the attitude, the positioning, the body language. Try to make sure that everybody's still hyped up and excited. Like one match might be over, but the game ain't over because we still got a bounce back, right? And I
That's
think
what she'll say.
right. That's the big thing that you're always going for. If I'm out racing and I have my kids racing. Hey, there's Liz Adams. She's one of our favorites. These girls are excited to play.
We're getting some back popping over there or something.
Thanks, Liz.
They don't know what you've said yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I have this thing on.
Yeah, you do. Oh, so
One thing that I will say as a coach, and I don't know, maybe cross country is slightly different. I'm not really sure, but cross country or track. But in baseball, Coach Lay, he kind of instilled the motto in me. I really kind of bought into it that the games are for the players and the practices are for the coaches because you only make so much in-game change. I can't really coach you a new skill in the middle of a game,
right.
but I can do that in practice. So in a sense, you don't want to give too much information during a game, I feel like, because at that point, they just got to go out and perform.
Right. Yeah, like in track and cross, I think, we're very much the same way. Coach Kandra will point out, like, what your 4-step mark or what your 6-step mark, something like that. For the technical side of things, I'll point out, a split time, but at the end of the day, I can't change it. I think the biggest thing that you guys are in control of is body language, energy, and mindset. And I think that's what the end of the day is. Mm-hmm. Hey, did freshman girls win?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like 25-5.
Hey. Woo.
So how many do they do best of 3 sets as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it really wouldn't make sense to just play one set. That'd be kind of crazy.
Hey, winner takes all. I mean, why not?
When you do tournaments, do you play some tournaments where it's just one set, or is it always more than one?
It's always, for tournaments, it's always like bracket play, best 2, so like whoever wins it could be points, but
So she's saying there, if you're in bracket or pool play, you'll have like 3 teams, and you'll play 2 sets each, right?
It's by points, yeah.
And then it's by points who makes it out of that pool to the bracket. Hey! Ooh!
It's a good start for the Dutch girls.
Yes, I love it, love it, love it. We're going to take Cam Caldwell back. Nice smooth hit. They're going to line it up in the middle with Lagaman. Cam's going to set it backside. And there's another one! What'd the DJ say? Another one.
Another one.
See, CJ, this is how you know you're hip. You're able to,
Hip.
yeah, make comments, I've been told I have unk level.
Unk level?
Yeah, do you know what that means?
No.
Oh.
I'm not that hip.
Okay, well, apparently I am, and I'm unk level. Oh, and another one! How many? Did that hit our girls?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a touch there. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Guess what?
That would be of the love tap variety.
Yeah, that was a fingertip love tap for sure. Yep.
It was Brentley's last game tonight
Why?
because she's moving to Kansas.
Oh, they're all moving?
Yeah.
Well, how am I supposed to talk to Ayla about getting some KU basketball tickets? Oh, that's right. Social media.
She got that.
Have you ever seen a game go 25-0?
You want to see one?
In 4th grade.
In 4th? Oh, so that's
Yeah.
very, very rare.
I think it was Oh, boy. It started with an L. Oh, yeah, Jenna.
All right, it's still possible. Lagman again. Nope.
Cross.
Backside. Oh, cross. Cross. That's what I meant.
Lag side.
Backside. I said
Oh,
backside.
they said lag side.
No, I said Lagaman, and then I said backside.
Tip.
And it drops.
Yeah.
Number 12, Katie Holtmeyer with a nice little, another love tap.
Another one. DJ Kelly.
These people hear you say these things. Maddie with the outside.
Oh, Pop-Tart.
Is that what they call them?
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Who wants a bagel?
Hey, I have a question.
We should just come up with like a morning breakfast item.
Yes, we
for every,
should. I'm hungry.
every play here.
I have a very important question. Does an Uncrustable have crust on it?
No.
Yes, it does. There's crust around it.
Who?
We're talking about like the kids sandwich thing?
Yeah, like an
All
Uncrustable.
right, listen, Carly.
There is
I've
crust
handed out
on-
lots of Uncrustables to my children at home, and I can tell you,
He's never seen a crust.
But
I've
I
never
pull
seen
the
a crust.
crust off the Uncrustable because who wants to eat just the bread? No one.
This is about the most ridiculous.
I'm sorry. There you go.
All right, so Callie's feeling herself right now.
You should play that song over this.
Which one?
Feeling myself.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Did I sound kind of like that person? Yeah, I'm pretty much the greatest musician ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right, so the Dutch girls are serving again here.
They used to call me Johnny Cash. We're going to go with Clara Julius in the back serving. Sends it across, puts it right on number 12, over to 7, back
Line.
to 6, right back to Clara. She says, I didn't have enough. Right back to Clara one
that
more
low.
time. Sample.
Oh!
She was able to do something with it. Lagman
Tip.
across the body.
Aw.
Into the dead zone.
There is so much emotion in the support aspect of volleyball.
Yeah, it's so like intense, and I love it.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen a sport where like from play to play, there's that much intensity.
Yeah, we don't really do that in cross country, but when
know what?
You'd be exhausted
when
by
your
the
middle
first
schoolers-
mile.
when your middle schoolers were by me that one day out at Herman, they're like, my God, he talks a lot.
You do get pretty hyped up, Coach.
I had like 5 guys back to back in the course of like 2 minutes, and I just cheered. Oh, and there we go.
Outside. Tip that.
Sample did the push the cart, shopping cart down the aisle.
Oh,
Right
yes,
to
Clara.
Clara.
Clara's doing amazing tonight.
She has dug a lot, basically probably about 4 feet deep. Another,
Oh, boy.
that ball came in looking like a heat-seeking missile. And it made target with the forearms of one of our ladies in the back, and it just went whoop right on out of there.
Be honest, do I look like a little kid going to get ice cream?
I don't want to tell you the answer.
What? I don't even know how to take that question. Like, why?
We're
It's my
gonna-
hair.
I'm not making eye contact with her.
Oh, okay.
Megan
Everyone-
Horskamp serves.
Oh, Callie, in. That was in.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Hey, you got replay on?
Yellow.
Oh,
I could have pressed it.
yeah, I got it.
Is it still going to be good?
I mean, I don't. We'll be able to watch it.
I know what button it is. I just didn't know if I could press it or not, or if I messed something
Go,
up.
Jenna.
All right, we are recovered.
Oh, boy.
They're going to go to 15 now. They're
Aw.
shooting on Emma Gertz.
Yes, Jenna.
Oh, good job, Lily.
That's talking about teamwork. Right at
Go
Cam.
for it. Oh, no. Jenna had a really good pickup. Put that as a highlight for her. That was good.
Jenna, that was great. Highlight.
Highlight that.
Jenna, run it back.
Do it again.
Number 11, Megan Horskamp with the service. Bringing the ball in. Short little non-hop jump serve. Cam Caldwell sets up her back.
Yeah. Way to fake him. Yes.
Man, was
Look
that
at
tight.
Liz. She is getting all over that.
Yeah, don't jump, Liz. Don't jump. Don't jump. We're going to bring in Cam Novak. Taking Callie out, bringing Cam in.
Hey, I have another nail missing.
Yeah, stop. This is gross.
I got to get them off.
Blake, I remember the angle you were talking about. That was a very impressive angle from Lily Sample getting that over the net earlier.
Yes.
Hey,
They're
and
talking really good tonight.
Blake also says I am UNC status, or I have it.
Are you? Yes!
I don't know what the call is there, but,
I don't know either.
well, it was good. That's what it was. Go. And we got a small little boys section over here.
There's a girl in there.
And a girl. She just
Really?
joined. She just joined. All right.
Oh,
And there's another one.
yes.
Y'all go ahead and join the cross team because you're going on a nice little run. Let's go. You
That
know
was
what
a
I'm
good pickup line.
saying? That's
I
no.
don't know if it's a pickup line, but
Well, not like that, but like, okay.
It's just a
a
one-liner.
catchphrase.
Yeah,
a catchphrase.
There we go.
There
Sorry.
we go.
Yes, folks at home.
Oh.
I had to say this at the football game that one time.
Can we zoom in
I'm
on Xander
happily
and
married.
Keegan?
Who?
Xander and Keegan. Oh wait, never mind. He was like rubbing his ear. It was funny.
Oh, we don't have so for the volleyball game midweek, we don't have quite as many helpers on cameras. Usually we have a
Oh.
lot at a football game.
Yeah.
There it is. That girl's got to do a back line. Oh, we're going to get that thing across. Hey, call it out. Good. 6 is going to
Watch
set
it.
12.
Watch it. Tip.
Oh! Was that big? Was that Rachel Kepke?
Yeah.
Gosh. Girl is tall.
She is.
If I could take 2 inches of her shin bone and put it into my shin,
You'd be 2 inches taller.
that's about right. I've always said I'd love to be 5'8".
I don't know if doctors can infuse shin bones, but
Potentially.
Probably need some same blood type,
Yeah.
some other things. All right, set her up, Cam. Okay, that was like a quick trigger. That was amazingly fast.
Tip.
Oh,
Oh
good.
yeah, Cam.
Good dive. And here we
Got
go.
I've
Maddie's
got a good
that.
libero.
Where are we going? Maddie Lewis with the
Yeah, Maddie!
There we go. Dutch girls are loving this. 11-8. Dutch girls leading right now.
They're eating.
Blake says the Dutch girls are doing amazing tonight. We're
Absolutely.
going to see him win this second set here, hopefully.
Woo! Dang, Ruth! What's up?
Hey.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I hope you did, but like she did some type of weird little tripperoo on her feet.
Tripperoo.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, guys, it's getting pretty close to Thanksgiving, so we're having ourselves a meal right now. It is 12-8. Dutch girls up by 4.
Real quick, I'll go ahead and show you that highlight, or that you guys want to watch this so you can tell if
Oh,
that ball was in
CJ?
or out.
Yeah, CJ said it was in.
It should be this volley,
I
I
could have
believe.
been wrong. You never know.
This was the play from earlier for those that are home watching a replay.
That was in.
That was in?
It's not.
That was it.
You saw it right
I
there.
think, I mean, I wish we could freeze it, but we can't do that. I think we have time for it one more time.
Watch the orange line.
I'm thinking I'm seeing.
I'm seeing it behind the orange.
In. That was in. If it's on the line, it's in.
Ooh.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know that watching the
Put it up to
replay
coach.
helped us.
It did.
It didn't help us figure this answer out at all.
Blake says out. Blake's on my side.
Blake, buddy.
Blake,
buddy.
buddy. All right, Revias, let's go, kid.
Revias. That's funny.
Oh.
Oh.
And we're going 12 on the
Absolutely
outside.
not.
Little finger tap. Cam's going to set that to Maddie Lewis. And there we
Hitting
go.
good hits tonight. I think we'll go to 5 sets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, as they say, they don't pay us by the hour. They pay us by the fun we have, and we're having a lot of it.
You'd
Oh,
be
and
good
right
for
there.
a TV commercial. I'm not going to lie. Yep, good cross.
There's another
Yes, buddy!
one!
I forget they can't hear me.
Oh, but everybody at home can.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, we're going to call ourselves another little timeout by the Shamrocks, and we're going to say, go ahead, do it.
I'll go ahead and pull up. I did take another replay there. Dave, if you ever see a good play, hit this, and then at
That's
the
what
end
I-
of the game,
okay.
I'll
They all just
put
store
together
there?
a little highlight clip. So This was the most recent one that I heard you guys get really excited about.
It's going to be a Maddie Lewis smasher. Yep.
Yep, that was it.
Mm-hmm. She's just doing her thing.
All right.
So, Carly, what does your hand feel like after a night of smacking the ball as hard as you possibly can?
Normal.
You just get used to it?
My nails hurt because I set.
Okay, I'm going to be honest.
Look at this.
I've not
It
played
all came off.
a lot of volleyball in my life, but I can remember playing in high school, like in PE class, and literally hitting the ball off your forearms over and over again.
Yes.
Dude, I'm a wimp. That sucked.
Okay, well.
Is that why you guys wear the sleeves?
Yeah, and elbow pads help a lot.
Okay.
Elbow pads help with that?
They help me pass better. I don't know.
Just because they're down here a little bit
Yeah, and you can just.
on the forearm? Okay. Ooh. That ball had about as much spin as the earth does. Goodness sakes.
I hope they don't start getting down again.
No, that's just one play, dog. That's just one play.
Yeah, you're right.
I know. I ain't often wrong.
All right.
All right, Cam with a big set to Maddie Lewis, the heavy hitter. They're going to set outside, a little too far out. That's
Yeah!
And they're like, can we get a replay on that? I'm not pressing it.
When does basketball start?
The 2 weeks from now, I believe.
The 2
The
weeks.
first week of November. We have conference, then we have a week. And I think that's,
Ooh, that was good. I won't lie.
Coach Dave, I'm having a small panic moment right now.
What's happening?
I forgot there was a Thursday night football game tonight. I have not set my lineup.
Well, remember, you can get kicked.
That's right.
Thursday night what?
My team is so trash.
Yes, Eddie! She's eating it up right now.
I don't even know who the Thursday night football game is.
That's the Saints and the Broncos. You ain't going to pick anybody.
Oh.
You ain't missing nobody, dude.
I don't think I have anybody on those teams.
Olave is the only one from the Saints you'd really want, aside from Kamara. If you already had Kamara, you wouldn't have had him out.
Period.
Period, right.
Oh, get up. Good.
They're just flying high here.
Oh, boy.
and Addie said, I don't want anybody else to touch it. I'm going to take it.
Okay, Callie.
I like that. I like that quick, extra fast hit.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to call this rally tally. Go ahead and give that to the Dutch girls. 17-10. We winning.
You already know.
Also, holy smokes. Coach Dave, you and I play each other this week in our league.
Hey,
Take it easy on me, man.
I'm telling you, I came off of a...
Hey.
Cam. I'm just telling you, I came off a big win last week, picking up my first one.
You are 1-5, so.
It was the 0-5 matchup between me and Brid. One of us had to win. My team is garbage.
Yes.
I know. Thanks, CJ.
Oh, sorry. Just locked in right now.
Yep, me too. I am.
Of course. Oh, yep.
Oh, dang.
Me and Maddie have the same leggings on right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm wearing the same ones.
Right? They're cute.
We don't call them leggings. On the guys' side, we used to call those tights.
Tights.
Like Peter Pan.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Peter Pan wore tights. That's true.
Yeah, but
Robin Hood did too. Robin Hood men in tights.
I was a big fan of long socks in my youth.
He still is. It is
Yeah,
in his adult years.
I prefer shorts and long socks.
Yeah,
It's like a baseball thing.
Sorry, folks. We are playing volleyball tonight.
Oh.
Right
Hey, at least they both went for it, and they didn't back away.
in. 17-14. Dutchgirls going to have a quick timeout, talk it over. New Haven's trying to rally back here, and you know what, folks? We're going to do our best to stop that. You know, our buddy Kyle has been working these trades this week.
That is true.
And
Kyle
I've been
Bauer.
thinking about some of them that he's been proposing.
I'm going to be honest. This year has been hard for me to get super invested in figuring out a trade because our league always vetoes every trade I'm in.
I also don't really know if you need to trade since you have, like,
My team is deep, but nobody's really performing that well.
I haven't seen like a consistently super high performer like all 5-6 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, there's been good, but
it's been a hard year for fantasy football, if I'm being honest. For me, at least, I'm not performing at my peak level. Carly, I expect much more out of myself when it comes to fantasy football, and it's just not happening. I'm not delivering.
Right? You guys like Retro Bowl?
No, but I see a lot of my students trying to play it in class.
Liam was playing it just a second ago.
you know, and we're telling
Like
them.
in here, he was playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Literally, we were at a wedding, and Brenner started playing it. I was like, are you kidding right now? Put your phone down.
Well, I'll tell you what I do with my phone. Right now I'm playing Bag Fight.
Bag fight.
It's the stupidest thing in the world.
Dude, download Block Blast.
Can't do it.
You should.
Oh, I have Block Blast.
Oh, I love Block Blast. What's your high score?
Okay, so you're gonna have to believe me. I don't do the whole thing where you can continue by watching ads.
Oh, I don't.
My high score all time is, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. I know mine by the spot because I play it every minute.
Except in Dutch time.
10,639. I gotcha.
Mine's like 7,733.
Do you know what the trick is to being a good block blaster?
What's that?
It's obviously getting the combos.
Oh, obviously.
Whenever I got my 10,000, I'll never forget, I was actually getting ready to go in for my wisdom tooth removal. I was actually sitting in the lobby when I hit it. I was stoked up, but then a little bit not stoked because I was getting ready to get my
Top
teeth
one.
taken out.
We've got him on it. Mr. T is downloading it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, not like I have grad school or just grading to do. And the Shamrocks are trying to battle back and make this interesting. They've closed it up to a 2-point lead for the Dutch girls.
Oh, no, we've gotten in our hole.
But it's 18-16. And we are going to fill it in real quick. Fill that hole in. Let's go, ladies. Number 6 for the Shamrocks is serving in the back, and that's an easy way.
Second time she's missed it.
Take that score back to 3. Up for the Dutch girls.
You already know.
We're going to bring in Rachel Kepke.
Okay, so Sam Hoffman, first off, it's really great to hear from you. Coach Dave and I, very fond of Sam
Samuel.
Hoffman from cross-country days.
My boy. We're going to go outside. Sampo with the
Yellow!
Now go ahead. Now that's a spike.
Brandon Eli jumping here, getting your first win in week 6. Come on, Coach Dave.
Shut up. We don't talk about it, dude. I am in 3 leagues, and I knew I was going to be terrible this year because I started grad school, and I was optimistic and thought I'd be able to – there we go again. I thought I'd be able to balance all of this with, like, it's easy, right? And then the last –
We have a spill on the bench.
Oh, no.
I put in there.
We, just out of bounds. We had 2 away overnight cross-country meets that were a little tough, and then we had a home cross-country meet that we spent a lot of time on, and then just grad school in general is it's just time-consuming. It's not like super tough; it's just time-consuming. So I've done terrible.
Hey, I just got a text from none other than Sam Hoffman. He says, best commentator he's ever heard.
Hey, you talking about CJ?
You already know he is.
He said commentators.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
He's talking about all of us.
We're the dynamic duo.
Thanks for the shout out, Sam. We appreciate it.
We do appreciate that.
Yup.
Okay.
Oh,
Samp, I thought that was going somewhere.
Samp. I messed with that.
Yeah, that's why I call her all the time. Did you know me and Lily Sample have the same birthday?
For real?
Really?
Along with my wife.
March something.
March 4th.
There we
Wow.
go. I was going to say 3rd.
The only day of the year that tells you what to do.
May the 4th
March
be with you.
4th.
March 4th.
Wait.
That's interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Oh, no.
Boy, she said that on public television.
Everyone, please just don't.
All right, Hoffman.
What'd he say?
He's had a nickname for me ever since 8th grade. I taught him in 8th grade math, and he nicknamed me Mr. Chump back then. And
Mr.
he
Chump?
keeps it going. I think he's in his 3rd year of college now, and it's still Mr. Chump.
Oh, yeah. Sam's good.
He makes me laugh. Loved having Sam in class. Loved getting to work with him, see him at cross country. Also, Coach Dave, I want to make note of this here while we have a stop and play.
Tell me.
Did you notice how many subscribers we're at right now?
1558. We gained 3 tonight, at
Wanna
least.
play
Yes, but do you remember what we were at our football broadcast last week on Friday?
We just hit 1,500, didn't we? 1,502?
Yes. Yeah, I'm.
What are people doing?
Me and my my TV studio class, we've been really hitting the YouTube Shorts game
Yes,
hard
you have.
lately. We found a little series that's working well for us right now. The last 4 shorts we've posted have all gotten us over 15 subscribers, I think.
Okay.
So it's performing well.
I have been following the ones with Mario.
Yes. We work those in as well.
Those are terribly funny.
Hey, when am I allowed to join TV studios?
You are a sophomore. You could join next year.
Period.
But
We would love to have you. You got some experience now on the microphone.
You already know.
Hey, CJ, the game's going on.
Yep, of course.
I said that because
Sorry.
I was looking at my phone for a second. And our ladies are doing great. I'm hoping that we have to go to 5 sets.
Yes.
That's a big block there by Callie and Rachel combo. Taking the Dutch girl lead to 22-20 again.
Push 3.
And we got 3 left. Might as well make it happen right now. Cam Novak, you know how to serve. Make it happen. Call him out, coach.
She's got a dang good jump serve.
Well, let's see it then, huh?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yup.
Number 7 on the outside for the Shamrocks. It's a little soft, high. We're going to go to Sample for the kilobounds. We called that thing the kilobounds, okay? Because it was a little outside.
You like my new shoes?
Yeah, they're one of the coolest shoes I've ever seen.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So I've got a question for you here in just a moment, Carlito.
Yeah.
I'll wait until the next stop and play.
Those are interesting
Wait, look.
colors. Okay,
Right?
yeah. I get down with those.
Thanks.
I'm actually going to wait until the end of this set before I say it.
Okay.
So one of the most fearful things I have about doing the announcing during basketball games is that I don't get to be as excited as I am here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fear of mine because I love doing this. I love
Why don't you
being,
get to be excited?
well, you're not supposed to show so much like emotional energy as a PA announcer as you are as a play-by-play broadcaster. Oh, there we go. What's up? Take it up, one more. Match point. Dutch girls with Ravias Novak serving number 2 to make it 25-21, taking the second set.
Boom.
And this is going to be ours. I
Yep,
can feel it
look at
in
that.
my bones. Ooh.
Oh, good save.
We went right to the libero. She sets it on 6. Little love
They're
tap
playing
over top.
safe.
She says, Maddie says, I want that.
No chance.
There we go. Bounce back. Set.
All right, the Dutch girls are going to win that set by a score of 25-21 to even the sets up here at 1 tonight. And the thing I was going to say is I was looking on Misha. Carly, has it been a while since the varsity Dutch girls have won a set?
Yeah.
So I think that just broke a pretty gnarly streak.
Yeah.
I
guess so.
Yeah, I was looking and I counted them up, Coach, and
Okay.
they have lost the last 16 sets in a row.
Ooh.
They've been
Yeah.
blanked for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, it looks
All right.
like.
So coming out, sometimes that's something hard to just like,
It's probably a mental thing, I would
yeah.
imagine.
Hey, you might be playing some of the best ball you got, but you're going against somebody who's just a little bit better, and that might, hold you back. But that is a great response there for the Dutch girls. Especially after that first set, you were fighting in it, but I can't remember what that score was, but I think we lost by about 10 on that first one, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was a great comeback set for the Dutch girls. Moving it to 1-on-1 on the night, we got a couple more. Oh, my goodness, no way. Tim Erke's birthday is also March 4th.
Hey, smart
That is
man.
crazy. That is pretty rare to have that many birthdays. So I guess what I will say is I need to go change the battery on this camera because the battery just died. I'm glad I caught that before this started.
Oh, me too.
That would have been a disaster. So as I was saying earlier, we have gained quite a few subscribers. I want to give the listeners some insight here on some things going on in TV studio. Tomorrow, there will be the first episode released of a short series that we're working on called The Dutchman's Game. Features Timmy Winterbauer, Connor Vogt, Kyle Blair, and Andrew Brown. They were working on it today in class, and they are definitely going for a more a comedy-based series. It's about basically 4 gentlemen who are trying to play a game of Clue, the board game, in the janitor's office, and they get sucked into the game and taken back 20 years to 4 former Dutchman students that had gone missing 20 years ago, but nobody knew how they went missing. And to let the cat out of the bag, they went missing by doing the same exact thing that they just did. They got sucked in the game of Clue. So the series is going to have a lot of comedy, and I'm interested to see how it goes. The other short series this year is called Insider. They had their first episode released last Friday. You can find that on our YouTube channel. The episode was quite a lot different than I would say the last 2 years short series of Breakout and Outbreak. But the episode, I think, was a great learning experience for them, and they've got a lot of feedback from other students on things to improve upon. I think the plot of their show is very good, and I've seen the writing for episode 2 already, and I was very impressed with the writing for episode 2, so I'm excited to see how that turns out. But the short series has become a bit of a tradition with TV Studio. I'm excited that we have 2 options this year, and we'll see how they develop over the course of the year. The last 2 years, each of the short series ended up being over an hour long, so basically a little movie in itself created right here at Owensville High School.
I like the differences in both of those cast and the production.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They are so vastly different, just in the people, the personalities. I was able to be a part of the
oh yes,
the one, and it was just short, but I was like in there and I was like, okay, what do you guys need? We did that in one take, by the way.
Really?
Yes. And we were like, hey, is that good? And they said, yeah, that was perfect. I was like, okay, we'll go with it. I'm waiting to see what that one develops into a little bit more because I don't know anything about it. There we go. Starting it off hot there with Addie Mins and the kill. For me, it was a little bit hard to follow just because
that was most of the. So
they're in my class.
Yes.
We're doing a lot of talking about it, but they won't give me any information. So I was like, okay, well, what am I doing, guys?
Hey, you guys care if I go study?
No, go for it, Carlito.
I do need to study.
What are you studying for?
History, math.
That's what's up.
You already know.
That's what's up. All right, yeah, you can get out of here.
Thanks for joining us, Carly.
Carly is one of my favorite people. She's in my Dutch time. She's in my 6th hour geometry class.
Yes, yes.
Oh, come on, get out of there. Yo. Let's go. I'm happy she stayed with us that long. I thought she'd only stick around for one.
Yeah, it was awesome to have a student on set. I've got a lot of students that are I've really had to talk up basketball with you being tied up for most of basketball season.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of students that I think that are going to be interested in helping commentate some basketball games.
I think it's definitely, like, basketball is a pretty good one because you have pretty clear access to seeing the court. As long as you have enough people running the scoreboard, super easy.
Yes.
And it's fast-paced enough that you're not going to get bored. Man, we hustled there. Roof went about 3 feet under the net. That was a hustle play. Dutchgirls have 3-1 lead over the Shamrocks. Man, this would be an awesome one to be able to take a second set. Really hopeful for these girls. I know they've worked really hard this season, and we need them to walk out of here with some big positives going into districts. And there's another one for you. Boom, boom, boom.
Great
Maddie
placement
Lewis.
there by Maddie Lewis, senior.
Seniors, they're showing up tonight, that's for sure. We've said Addison Mins, we've said Callie Kelling, Ruby, Cam, Maddie.
There's a good group of girls on
Cam.
this team for sure.
Yeah. Seniors are showing up. And it's not senior night, but it was on Tuesday, and I think they want to respond back to that. 4-1 lead. Claire Julius serves. Right to a dead spot almost, and number 8. Oh, she got it across the line. I thought that thing stayed on the other side. And you know, one thing you could say about New Haven is they travel really, really well. Half of the gym is actually green. Small community, really.
A lot of support.
Yeah, goes are very supportive around their sports teams, and that's a 4 contact on the Dutch girls side. Shamrocks trying to rally back 4-3, third set, 1-1. Positive note, we are going to 4 for sure tonight.
That's true.
Gonna set up Addie Mans and just
You get a hand on that? 12 very nearly got a hand on that for New Haven.
You know, that's a tough thing to call because I always see that and I think that maybe they got something on there and then the official never makes that call. And
Yeah, I mean, unless you really see the ball change direction, I guess it's tough.
right. And she's going to send it back just over the reach of Addie's hands. Dropped a little bit too fast for Cam Caldwell to be able to get there. Excuse me. We've got 2 seniors, 1 junior, and 3 sophomores.
Number 6, Morgan Guinea, serving for New Haven. She must have a family member on the team because there was a JV Olivia Gooney.
Okay, yeah. And here's a rally again, drops.
A little miscommunication there from New Haven.
And that puts it back 5-5. Dutch Girls bounce back to tie it up.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to the viewers at home. I accidentally had it on the wrong camera for that whole volley. My apologies. I mess up sometimes.
All right, so we are bringing in Reese Hampton to serve. She goes right after the libero, number 11. They're going to go outside hitter on 5. And Sample's able to smack that back. And their dig sends it over the net, but out of bounds, and that's a Dutch Girls score. Reese has a nice jump serve as well. 6-18. 18's blocked at the net.
Blake, you asked an interesting question. He says, is there a crossover from theater to TV studios? I'm going to say no, but kind of yes. So when it comes to the short series, that was actually became a thing because of a couple theater kids 2 years ago by the name of Braden Kibler and Josie Wilka. They made a series called Breakout with their classmate and good friend Austin Lukey. And it was one of those things where I always tell the students in TV studio, if they have an idea, that I'm definitely down to do it if they go at it with all their effort and energy. And at that point in time, we didn't have a short series. That was not really a thing. And Braden came to me, and he's like, hey, what would you think about at the end of the newscast if we had like a recurring TV show? And at the time, I thought it was a crazy idea. I'm going to be honest. I did not think it was a good idea at first. But Braden was a very dedicated student, very intelligent, very creative. And after his first episode I watched it, I'm like, okay, this is actually really cool. This could be a thing. So it started with theater students. And I've actually talked with a theater teacher about kind of co-teaching that class in the future. It might be something that actually happens at some point.
Oh, there's a nice big block. Oh. I think it's no, it went the other way, but that was still a great block. I'll be honest, the commitment level there would be the frightening part. But once you pick up those boys that actually, and Josie, but that had the commitment level, I mean, that's just inspiring for future generations, future classes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they were extremely committed. And if you watch that series, I think you'd watch episode 1 and be like, But by the time you get to episode 6 and 7, their skills had grown so greatly. Those 2 episodes, they absolutely blow me away. The way they were filmed, the entire thing. I won't lie. I've gone back and I've watched Breakout a few times. And every time I watch it, I'm always even more impressed.
Yes. And then listening to the podcast with them and you talking about what their ideas were and how they got them.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal. I need a 7-7 right now. But Lily Sample says, let's make it happen. 8-7. Dutch Girls go up by 1 again.
You know, I wonder, I'm going to ask Lily next time I see her at school, or really any of those Dutch Girl spikers, are their eyes scanning as they're going up for the empty floor? Or do they have their mind made up of where the spike is going to go before it happens?
Gosh, yeah. I mean, you'd imagine that they're scanning and they're finding that dead spot. I know that the kids have told me before that Coach calls out a spot on the serves.
Oh, so that's sort of planned then prior.
On the serves part. But
okay.
On the actual, play call, I mean, I guess that's going to be your setter, making sure you set up the outside or the inside hitter in the right spot, that you see there's a spot developing, and then that hitter needs to hit that spot that you saw. I mean, I guess it would kind of be like basketball, where you're going to try to make the pass to the person where they're going, not where they're at. And there we go again. Lily Sample coming alive for the Dutch Girls. We're going to get a 2-player rotation. Ruvy's going to come in for Sample. Maddie Lewis is going to come in for Clara. And on the Shamrocks side, they had a switch as well. I just can't see their numbers as well, and I don't know their face. It looks like we got 12, 18, 11, 7, 6, and somebody else. 5. It was the girl who just dug the ball. Oh, and Rachel Kepke's able to come back down to the ground and find her way to that ball. Maddie Lewis able to do a hand slap dig right at number 5. 5 to 6 to 7. Number 1, Cam. Oh! Maddie Lewis went out after the line judge down there.
It got it right in the shin.
Just barely out of bounds.
I don't know that I've seen that one before.
I don't think I have.
I wonder if there's a person filming down there with an iPad. I wonder what that has to look like from that spot.
Yeah, that's not a good angle, I wouldn't think.
You can see the iPad filming down there. I just feel like, I don't know how you can see much of the game from there.
Unless
like how it developed.
Right. Your court positioning maybe, but hey, if we ever need to ask Jamie, I'll ask her.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're complete amateurs at what we do here. So we could not be in the know on something and not even know that we're not in the know on it.
Yes. And right to the center again.
Blake says we need an interview with Lily. If we can make that happen after the game, one thing I will say is that usually following victories, we do try to get some interviews. We're also respectful of, emotions and things like that after losses. So we're hoping for a Dutch Girl victory tonight, Blake, and maybe we can make that happen.
A back row spike by the libero. Kim set that up. It looked like it was a little bit of unsure. And the New Haven Shamrocks are up 11 to 10 serving the Dutch Girls. Number 15 in the back comes to serve, Emma Gerds. Is that? Okay, that sounds bad. Emma
Gerties? Maybe Gerds?
Okay, I hope it's Gerties, because if it's Gerds.
Emma Gerd!
That's what I
Is
said.
that what you were saying?
That's what I said. Maddie Lewis into the net takes the New Haven lead to 2, 10 to 12, Shamrocks.
Do we have any New Haven fans joining us this evening? We'd love to hear from you. We always like to hear from the opposing towns as well. Sounds like you guys have had a fantastic season this year. That's exciting.
And there we go for the Dutch Girls, able to pick up a nice point there.
I tried to get the link posted out to some of your guys' community pages this morning before school started or in the middle of school. And hopefully the people that wanted to watch were able to watch.
Kim Caldwell to the service for the Dutch Girls, down 1, 12-11. Lagaman swings hard. Woo. That's number 6. Listed at 5'4", Morgan Gooney. That was a big hit from the outside. There you go, kid.
Yeah, number 18, she looks like a pretty violent spiker there for, that's at Legaman.
Yeah, she is definitely, like, hands down the number, I would say the number 1 player on the New Haven basketball team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every play runs through her, basically, and she carries that team. I mean, there's still some other good girls on there, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm just saying that she is.
She's heads and shoulders.
She is, yes, and she is solid. She's been solid for years. We're going to put Callie Kelling. Big hit, 7, sets out to 6. Got some fingertips on that. Addie's going to bring it over to Maddie. Maddie finds the dead zone again. Don't stand there, folks. There's no cell reception.
Those girls are really keeping this one close.
Yeah.
Really came out to play tonight, and a lot of excitement. I think Carly hit the nail on the head there saying that, getting that camaraderie the entire game here, really.
Yeah. And the bench is alive tonight, too. They're not just sitting over there being passive. They're actually screaming, yelling, hooting, hollering. There's another easy point for us.
I want to replace a battery real quick, Coach.
All right, I'm here. Claire Julius bringing the ball over for the Dutch Girls, trailing 14-13. She's got a nice serve, goes right in at the chest. An 11 from the backline hit. Off the fingertips of the Dutch Girl blockers. That's going to take it 15-13. Number 6, Morgan Gooney, serving for the Lady Shamrocks. And she goes low right at Clara's knees. High to number 5. Clara goes again. Cam sets outside to Sample. Sample tries to find the spot that's missing. Back row service. Number 7 brings it over. Cam's going to set up Callie. Callie with a big hit and the score. There's a kill. Brings the Dutch girls back to within 1, 15-14. And we're going to bring Reese Hampton to the service line. Number 11 for the Dutch girls. Let's go on a run now, Reese. Come on now. I thought that ball might drop there for a second. 6 on the outside, right back at Reese. Oh, we got double bumps. But Sample says, don't worry about it, girls. I'll help you. Gonna go right at Lagman. Lagman hits it. A little soft there. It's gonna be.
Oh!
She calls it out of bounds.
That was so close to the line there.
You don't want to be the line judge on that one.
ALMC says, nice kill, Maddie Lewis. Would love to see an interview with her, too. We'll see what we can do. We'll do the best we can. Got a net issue or something?
Looks like that that antenna might have been a little bit tilted in.
Okay.
11 serving for the Shamrocks, Megan Horskamp. Kim's going to set Callie with a little bit behind the net.
Oh.
That's going to go low.
That was good placement there from Callie.
Yes. Go right at their knees, Callie. Let's go. Kim Novak's going to come in for Callie Kelly and Cam for service. Dutch girls trail 1, 16-15.
Yeah, Cam, she's got a really nice serve, it seems like.
Yeah, I like a jump serve. That's one of my favorites.
It has to be something with a downward angle, I guess, from getting up high like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then that thing just comes straight down at you. 15 with the love tap over top, able to place it right over our blocker's head. And see, that's what I like. I wish I could play on girls' volleyball nets because they're 8 feet. I believe gentlemen's is 10.
Oh, really?
I believe it's 2 feet higher, or it's a little bit higher, I think. And yeah, I have no chance on a 10-foot net, but on an 8-foot, I can at least look. Rachel Kepke raining down on him.
Great kill there from Rach.
We need to go on a run and not just exchange volleys back and forth with a 1 point, 1 point. We need to go on a swing here.
Yeah, it has seemed like for the last 8 or so points collectively, it has kind of gone back and forth like that.
Yeah. And trailing 1, that's not going to be good for us because if they score that other point, then we're trailing 2 and they're able to win the set.
We're going to have to get one on our own serve here at some point.
Here we go, Ruve. Make it happen. It's a far back row hit. Finds a dead spot almost. 11.
Oh, long.
Out. A little bit too strong.
There's that point you were looking for, Coach.
Yep. All right, now if we can make that run, make it 2, Ruve. Here we go, kid. Right there, shallow spot. Rachel's able to throw that thing down.
I feel like Rachel's having a really good set here.
Yeah, I agree. We're going to go Ruby again. Bring it on, kid. Send it right in the center of the zone. They're going to hit on, oh, they don't know who they're hitting. And Rachel Kepke with another one. Run it back. We're going to get a timeout by the Shamrocks. 19-17.
So Emily McKinney, I brought this up earlier. Emily, she was part of that 2020 district champion team, right?
Yeah, I believe so. She should have been one of the outside hitters, I believe, if I'm correct.
Okay. Now, Emily, I accidentally called her Macy McKinney first. Are they sisters?
I believe cousins.
Cousins, okay.
And,
and I should have prefaced this. Emily McKinney is the assistant coach here for volleyball. Does she also teach in the district, or is she?
No, I don't believe so. I think she's
she's a coach, non-teacher.
Yes.
Okay. We do have a few of those. Yep. Typically, most of the coaches in the district are going to be also employed as teachers here as well. I look in the stands at the other side real quick. I guess I can zoom in. See some coaches there supporting tonight. Coach Kandra was here just a little bit ago. He must have just left, but
yeah.
Got Coach Cullen and John Van Leer. That's the boys' coach on the left and the girls' coach on the right of your screen. Always good to see, coaches come out and support even out of their season, so that's good to see. Dutch girls try to build on the lead that they've got here.
We're going to go for Maddie Lewis on a, way to send it. They're going to have to tap that thing over. 15 tries to place it in the back. We're going to go back to Maddie again. Oh, that's in. Woo!
I feel like it might have also got New Haven players' hands all the way over.
Ooh. That was a really hard hit.
I wonder how long they spend coming up with how those cheers are going to sound.
You know, that's something about volleyball or softball games too. A lot of the teams, they have their own cheers, and yeah, I think they spend quite a bit of time making sure those are perfect.
All right, Dutch girls are on a roll here. It looks like might put a staple here on the second set. I don't want to talk too soon, but
yeah, Ruby's
that's what I'm
got
hoping
a hot
for.
hand right now.
Yeah, we were talking about needing to get at least 1 point on a serve, and she's come out and gotten like 5.
Yep. She has made a 5-point run for him. Send it to Maddie. Ooh! Maddie Lewis wasn't able to find a fingertip on that one. Sent that thing hot to the back. Right at Cam Novak. Ooh, to Ruby Novak. Jenna Hoffman's able to push that thing over. 7's going to set 12. 12 with the tap. Ooh. One hit over. There you go. Good job, Cam. 7's going to set 12 again. No, 6 with the 5-4 outside hitter. Places it right on that sideline. New Haven pulls it back within 2, 21-19.
Coach, here's a great question for you as well. It says, Blake says, is there a reason why coaches are typically teachers, or is it that they already work for the school?
Also, I think part of it is that they already work for the school. The other thing is they have the interaction with the kids. They are able to pull those kids out. Most coaches are also like PE coaches. I mean, of course, there's some others as well. Like I'm a math teacher. Mr. T's a business, what else would we call it? Business
media
teacher.
Formerly a math teacher.
Right, formerly a math teacher. So that's part of it. But the other thing is like there's a lot of like security stuff. Like teachers have to go through background checks. We have to do videos and all this other training to make sure that we are compliant with rules and regulations that allow us to have interactions with kids, because that relationship is so valuable. And it's a legal aspect of things as well. So anytime we get volunteer coaches or assistant coaches outside of the district, they do have to go through the same type of trainings and stuff that we do.
Right. I think there's value too in, as a baseball coach, I feel like being in the classroom with some of my, baseball players and getting to see how they're performing academically is another thing that helps me hold them accountable.
Oh, yeah.
To the academic portion, I'm not just there.
Yeah, if you're never
focusing
at school,
on winning the sport or, improving the sport, I'm also, I see these kids perform in the classroom.
Right.
And that's not to say that somebody who's not working at school couldn't hold them accountable.
But this is educational
Different.
athletics. Like that's one thing I've been learning about is educational athletics and character building athletics. And a lot of times these club sports, like there's no repercussions for bad grades until you get to college and you find out you're ineligible for something. Club athletics, you can do those as long as your parents pay and you can show up. They're not worried about do you have an F in your class, whereas here you also have to maintain good citizenship and good academics as well.
Just held to a different standard,
yeah.
Really. Ooh. Dutch girls needed that as they get the serve back and climb back on top.
Yeah.
22-21 here.
So we're going to bring in our libero, Jenna Hoffman, and we are also bringing in Addie Menz. So we got 5 seniors and 1 sophomore on the court right now. Trying to wrap this thing up. Jenna Hoffman sends it over right to the libero, out to 6 with a big hit to Jenna, but they put the speed down and just not enough over. They had the right girl going after it. Cam Caldwell is the speediest one, I would say, on the court probably, She sure got to it, but just didn't bring it back at the right angle. 22-22, the number 15 for those Shamrock serves. And we're having to dig it out here.
Get over.
Oh,
In the scary hours here.
yeah. Emma Gerds is sending it over here for the Shamrocks. The Shamrocks are going on a run, 24-22. We're going to call timeout for the Dutch girls.
So at this point, we got to score the next 2 points.
Absolutely.
It's still win by 2, though, correct?
Right, so as long as it's 24-24, we're okay, but we do have to rally back. It is match point.
I only asked this just because this is our second volleyball game that we've done this year. I was noticing Maya Vandergriff while she was sitting on the bench, like rubbing her shoulder. Does she have something going on injury-wise?
So I had asked her earlier about that, and what'd she tell me? Because that first game we broadcast, I asked her about it, and I thought she said something that it wasn't her shoulder, it was her hip or something.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember, but
She's usually a pretty involved person on the front line
I
spiking.
take it back. She has some pains in her back, and it's like a scapula type area. And then I
Okay.
forgot to give her scapula exercises.
Oh,
I told her I would, and then I failed on that.
okay. I was just curious because I know that last time we saw her on the front line, I don't know that I've really seen her in tonight. I don't know.
Not too much. I think she's been in a couple times, but not as many plays. And that's a dead center.
Dutch girls will retain the serve here now.
Maddie Lewis able to find the spot. One spot on the court she needed. Kim Caldwell's going to go service for the Dutch girls, 23-24. Shamrocks leading. Sends it right at the libero. Libero sets up 7-6. I lied. They're able to close that one out, 25-23. New Haven takes the third set.
Well, that's about as close as you can get it, Coach.
That's a little disappointing. You had that lead going, but bounce back now. Bounce back, because,
It'll be about how you respond here.
yeah, I mean, we're going into the fourth set, Ladies, nobody wants to go home yet. It's 7:49. I'm not even tired.
I am a little hungry, though.
Yeah, I was saying something whenever I was talking a minute ago when New Haven was serving, and I realized I had a little bit of granola bar in my mouth.
That's okay, Coach. It's understandable.
Yeah, it was. Well, I think it was Emma Gerds as well. Again, and I think I might have said
Butchered the name?
her name again.
That's okay.
Whoops.
We're amateurs here, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like in between sets, they get a little bit of a 3-minute break. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about things that TV Studio is doing. Maybe if you follow the channel or you follow us on Facebook or something like that, you might be up to date. One thing that I'm doing, we have 2 new classes this year. We have an Intro to TV Studio class, which is going to be really beneficial down the road because students will be coming into TV Studio already knowing how to use cameras, things like that. This is the first year we have that class. In years past, including this year, the people that are in TV Studio, this is really they hit the fall running because they never had any experience before. And then we also have, in first hour, a broadcasting multimedia class where we learn how to use various forms of media, but I really make it a focus on broadcasting. That class is also going to be responsible for the things that you're going to see on the video board here in the gym during basketball season. Planning on having a lot of our students on that thing, a lot of different material on there. We're working on some trivia for the board. We're working on different things, showcasing things happening here at our high school. So, we have that nice big video board. We're going to really put it to use, as well as intro videos for the girls and boys basketball teams this year. We didn't have it ready for volleyball because, we had just got the scoreboard installed, and I had no students that really knew how to do anything with it. But going into next year with the fall sports, we'll definitely have more up there for volleyball coming into the year. Also, in that first hour multimedia broadcasting class, we've started doing a daily broadcast every morning. It's a different group of kids every single week, but basically all their broadcasting, it's a very short broadcast, about 1.5 minutes long. It's going over the morning announcements that you hear here at the high school. So it gets their feet wet with, starting a broadcast. and actually talking on a broadcast, which is new to almost everybody. And they've been doing a great job with that. Our TV studio class, we do weekly broadcasts every Thursday. That's a bit more involved. There's about 8 different stations around the TV studio, and students all have different jobs bringing local news, local sports, world sports, some comedy sections and things like that. But you can check that out on our OHS TV studio page, which you guys are watching right now. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You'll see all the content that we are posting literally daily. You will see something on there every single day. All right, I filled the time, Coach.
Hey, I think that what they're doing right now in TV studio is absolutely phenomenal. It's interesting listening to the kids talk about, hey, I need to know something about world news. What can I say? What can I say? And I was like, well, did you know this weekend in the Chicago Marathon, the women's world record was broken in the marathon? And they're like, what? How do you say?
That's where Lily got that.
Yeah, they're like, how do you say that lady's name? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a tough name to say.
That was a tough one, dude.
But I believe that woman ran like a 2:09 marathon.
Yeah, it's 2:09.
Oh my gosh.
And we did not run that.
That makes me feel like a giant wimp.
Yeah, she crushed us.
Coach Dave and I did run a marathon. Now, I want to put a caveat in here. We did not realize that it was one of the toughest marathons, not only in the state, but in the nation. It's like top 10 toughest marathons in the nation.
We signed up for fun. We got a lot more than fun. It was not.
Yeah,
We finished, though.
We did finish, yes. I'm proud to say that I did one. There's still an inkling of me every now and then, Coach, that thinks, oh, man, I'd love to get back in shape enough to be able to do that again.
Well, we got some former athletes here from Owensville High School that
have gone on to do a marathon.
Yeah, Danny Herrera, Jake Giddyhagen,
Graham
Dunlap. Matter of fact, this last weekend, Graham Dunlap and Danny went on a 50-mile run. And Danny had just finished his marathon the week before that. I was like, you guys are crazy.
Holy smoke. So 76 miles within a 7-day span, 8-day span?
Yep. Did you ever feel like you wanted to do that?
No. I heard stories, well, we're both very familiar with Steve Bear. When Steve Bear ran his ultra marathon, Steve Bear's a guy here local to Owensville. Went to school with my dad, but whenever he ran his ultra marathon, I remember hearing stories about it, and I was just like, how does a human even do that? It's becoming more common now, though. I feel like that people that are really into it are really into it.
Yeah, and there's a lot, with social media, everybody gets more exposure to everything, but they definitely are. I think there's definitely more action. Oh.
There's a guy out of Washington. His name is Chris Remy. Are you friends with him on Facebook?
I don't know if I am.
So I ran a 5K with him at one point. I think you ran as well, the Washington 5K or whatever, but I got to talk with him, became friends with him on Facebook. That dude goes for insane runs every week. Every single week he's doing something extremely long like that.
So the Dutchgirls have found themselves down 6-0, and there have been quite a few plays that you guys should have been seeing that are pretty darn close to ours, like the last one that just happened.
Just missed the line.
Barely out of bounds. Yeah, I would love to do that. I've thought about it before, like if I wasn't diabetic, what I would do. And I know I shouldn't say that that's my limitation, but it kind of is.
Oh, no, I think you had to run a marathon with a backpack on.
Yeah, it was interesting. But that's something that I would definitely be doing here in a couple weeks. The Big's Backyard Ultra Marathon Team Championship is about to get started. It's probably a week away. I don't know the exact date because I haven't watched too much about it, but these guys will collectively have people from the same country go to a place and they'll run 4.1667 miles every hour until they can't run anymore.
Wow.
And whatever you bank in the hour, you get to sleep or eat or whatever, and if you don't bank it in the hour, you got to take off. So you have to have crossed the finish line and be back in a forward direction before the gun sounds for the next hour to start. And
how many hours some of these people get?
Oh, the one guy that won it last year in the individual championship ran, 5 days straight? I think he was 400 miles, 400. So maybe it was like over 4 days straight, but pretty darn close to 5.
No way.
Hey, there we go. Dutch girls get a point.
All right, hopefully that's the momentum we need to get this thing going.
We do need something. Yeah, we were in the middle
Like
of parent
Lily
teacher.
Sample and Claire Julius are subbing in here.
Let's go, girls.
Go ahead, Coach. What were you saying?
Well, I was going to say, we were in the middle of parent-teacher conference last year, and the guy ended up winning it. He is a science teacher from Ohio, and he won the world championship last year on the same night of parent-teacher conference, so I had that pulled up in the background.
So when you say that, do you mean that they literally don't sleep?
Well, they can sleep for whatever time they get if they bank something.
Oh, so like if you finish your 4 miles and let's say 10-minute pace, you can sleep for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
and that's it. That's it.
That is awful.
Most people fail out because they run a
Oh,
Dutch
great
girls.
block. Was that Lily or was that Addie?
I think it was Lily. That was a little bit of a smackdown. I thought it might be a little bit of a hold ball, but
Huh.
they run a pavement course during the daytime most of the time,
Wow.
or in the nighttime, and then they'll run a wooded course in the daytime when they can see. So you get a little bit hallucinogenic whenever you get out there so long.
Yeah, that's just unbelievable, really.
All right, Dutch girls, we need a rally. We're down 6. We were down 6 a minute ago. We got a 2-point run. Find your way.
ALMC said, loving the commentary, guys. Thank you very much. We do the best that we can. As we've stated many, many times, and we'll state many more. We are amateurs, but we do the best that we can, and we enjoy doing it.
Ooh, a little jump set and tap. Okay. Unfortunately, Addie bumped the net. Got a net violation there on that.
So it's if you touch the net at any point in time during the volley.
Yes.
Okay.
To me, that would be the toughest part, being one of those frontline players, is knowing where your body's at, knowing where you can get to. Cam has to up that one. Lagaman with the big hit over. Sends it right at Jenna Hoffman. And we're going to try to find a spot. 6 sets it out to 11 with the push over. Cam's going to set Sample, and Sample is able to find a spot and pick up another point for the Dutch girls, bring it back within 6.
We're going to have some sort of rotational change here. Rachel's going to enter the game. Rachel had a really big third set.
Yes.
Hoping to see her get hot again here.
Let's go, kid.
And then Reese Hampton is going to be doing the, you call that service? The service?
Yeah, that's what I call her. She's on service. Here we go. 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, 2 seniors out right now. Lagman with a high tap. Oh!
Good job,
Rachel put it on her. There we go. We're going to set up Novak with the putback, and then Cam had to have the quick hands. Just set that thing a little bit too high, a little bit out. 3-10, New Haven serves. Number 11, the libero, Megan Horsekamp. Sends it right at our libero, Jenna Hoffman. Out of bounds from Cam Caldwell.
I'll take a moment here to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in tonight. Had a lot of good active chat. We really appreciate that. And to the girls that are playing right now, you guys are doing fantastic.
Thank you for giving us something. And there we go. Something to talk about in a positive way.
Absolutely. You know, it's not lost on Coach Dave and I that these broadcasts will last on YouTube long after, you know, these girls graduate. We hope that someday they look back on them and they can smile.
Cam with a jump serve right at the libero, number 11. Sets up number 7 on the outside. Oh! Isabel Groner, a 5'5" senior. S, outside hitter. I'm not sure what the S is. Striker?
Number 7.
Yeah. Rachel Kepke with the big hit right at 16. 16 is going to set over. Goes to Sample. Cam's going to set back to Rachel. We're going to go Sample with a hit. Another good hit. They dig it. 7's on the outside. Can't hit with so much power out there. Cam's going to set sample again. That's a...
Oh, man, that was another one that was just so close.
I pressed the replay on that one.
Gonna need a replay?
Going to have to watch that one back. Might not be a highlight, but I thought, ooh. You know what we need? We need floor cams down there, like, that are sitting on the lines.
That would be awesome. I need to watch some like collegiate volleyball, some professional volleyball, and see what does a broadcast for that look like.
You know what else we could watch is some Naruto, probably.
They play volleyball,
I don't know.
Naruto.
What is that one that Brennan them watch?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do actually know what you're talking.
I don't know what
We were talking about that in Discord at one point. They were really into this volleyball anime. Very interesting.
They said it's very, very realistic. So,
Which I don't know how I can take that from Bryn and them because I don't really know how much they know about volleyball.
but if they know anything,
They got it from
They got it
the
from
anime
there.
that they watch.
that number 7, man, she just keeps hitting. Cam tries to find the quick
Yeah,
spot
she's
over.
good. I also think she's taller than what she's listed
I
as.
would agree.
She seems taller.
Maddie, no fingertips. And the New Haven Shamrocks go up 14-5, 9-point advantage, which right now wants to call timeout. And don't ask me the question because I don't know what you say in a moment like this. This is a tough one
Yeah.
because you played really well in the last set, in the set before. This fourth set, it just seems like we lost our energy.
Yeah.
Third set, we were still firing, and then they're right at the very end. They were able to string a couple of them together. Second set, we had the energy, the fire, so we got to find it.
I want to take a second here just to look forward while we have a timeout here. Our girls basketball team is obviously coming off of a big state run. A lot of the team is returning. Some of the team is gone. But their first home game is not until December 4th. So that kind of gives you an idea of after this broadcast. This is our last high school broadcast of the fall for sure. I'm contemplating on doing a middle school girls basketball game before it gets over because I say go a little bit later. Just got to find the date that might work. Can't guarantee that that's going to happen. So December 4th is the first home girls basketball game. And on the boys' side of things, I've got Misha pulled up here, December 3rd. So it looks like back-to-back days there. If the 3rd and the 4th is whenever home action for basketball will start here in this very gymnasium.
Who was the girls' game? Did it say?
Capital City, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, we played Cap City early last year, too. So I just saw the boys said Fatima, so I was a little bit like, if it was the girls' Fatima, I knew that one wasn't going to be at home.
Oh, wow. It feels like all the very close calls right now are
going their way, which I'm
yeah.
not going to say their way, but their way, you know?
Right. I'm not saying that it's unfair that it's going their way, just
It's got to go one way.
Yeah, it's got to go one way. I'm not saying the calls are wrong. I'm just saying that when it's close, it seems like it's working out for them.
Cam's able to put it to Rachel. Rachel on the backside, and they're going to say we pushed
the
her
net?
to contact. That ball must have spun out of her hands.
Okay. Make the score 16-5 here as the Dutch girls are going to look to go on a big run.
Right at Ruby. Ruby's able to take it to Cam. Cam to Rachel. Rachel with a hard hit. 7-6. She's going to push set that thing over. We're going to bump it, and Rachel's going to try to find that dead spot. And
She finds it. Good job, Rach.
We need it. 10 points. Let's go, ladies. Libero comes in. Jenna Hoffman for the service, and so does Addie Menz.
Really proud of Jenna Hoffman tonight, too. I think this is my first time really going to see her on varsity action. She's done a great job.
I agree. And she's got that hand taped up, too, so you kind of wonder, you know, what is she playing with right now? Oh, and Maddie's able to pick that up. Oh, that's only one hit. We got to be able to set that thing. I know you're the hitter, but you kind of wonder if you set that, do you get a better opportunity? Let's go, Menz. Let's go, kid. We'll go at Hoffman. We're going to go right back to Addie, and Addie's able to find that spot. There we go. Now we got a call. Here we go.
All right, Dutch girls trail 17-7 here, but looking to make a comeback as Cameron Caldwell sets up for the serve.
We got to find it. She's had a little bit of an inconsistent service tonight. She had one that just went out the back, kind of shook it off, And that one there is right at the libero. Good service. Lagaman. Oh! So our girls are just far enough off that net that that ball's able to hit their hands and drop. So they don't have that strong over-the-net presence. Instead, they are just straight up letting that ball be able to just drop right on their face, unfortunately.
Anybody in the chat or Coach Dave, you can help me out here. When they go up to do the block and the spike, is there ever a time where their hands touch each other? Like, does that happen?
I mean, I guess I would see it possibly being an issue, but I don't know.
Like just a quick high five?
Yeah, why not?
I'm not.
Good game.
I guess it would. You probably don't really want to cross the top of the net unless you're blocking. I guess I'm blocking. You can probably kind of tap it, but if you're spiking, I feel like it'd be hard to get your hand back over before you start to fall.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, if you're really doing a good spike and you're coming in with a lot of speed, you're probably gonna try to impact that thing at your apex and then bring that hand down as quick as you can so you don't go into the net.
That would make sense.
Those blockers are definitely trying to get over. Again, just barely off that net, and Lagman's just able to drop that thing right down on him.
Yeah, she looks like she's a very, very good volleyball player.
All right, here we go. Number 6 is bringing it across. 6 is Morgan Gooney. Sending out to Sample. Sample says, I want to hit one. She's got to go backwards to the libero. All right, gonna go. Ooh, that was Jenna. That was a great placement. Come on. There we go.
Good job, girls.
Sample able to redirect that ball as it was about to come over. Brings the Dutch girls within 10 again. 9-19. Let's go, ladies. Now stop. Let's stop playing, catch, and let's go on a run.
That's what it's gonna take here.
6 points away, so we got to go at it. Going right at the libero again. Lagman with the hard hit, but out of bounds. That's going to go to the Dutch girls. Reese Hampton is able to string together at least one. That's fine, too. We're going to go right to the middle. Say the word right, Dave. Oh, there we go,
good job, Callie.
All right, get it over, Samp.
Yes.
Oh, now that was there. She jumped a little early, and you could see that impacted her shot. Great dig there, Lily. Let's go, Callie. Good. Way to work it. We're on a run now. Rally towels out. Come on.
Oh.
You already know with the way I play Frisbee, I would love to play volleyball because I would dive on the floor for every single play.
Oh, yeah. I could definitely see that, Coach.
I would love it. I actually have a pretty wicked turf burn from the last time we played Frisbee, and it's worth it. And there's a good one.
It's an honorable scar, Coach.
Is that not 4? That's not 4, I guess. It is an honorable scar. I love it. All right, this is rallying back and forth. They don't know who's going to do it. Rachel Kepke hits the ball for us. It was 4 contact on the Shamrocks. Within 9.
Okay.
Now, let's do the math here. If we pick up 3 every time and they pick up 1, that would be 24-23.
Okay. I like it.
So we need a 3-1 rally every time. Let's go, ladies. Oh, and there's one.
Yes. Way to go, Rach.
Right on.
We got who we want back there serving, I think. I mean, I probably am not the best judge of who the best server is, but I feel like Cameron Novak does a great job.
I would agree. I think and that's one thing about that rotation that they have is you're able to kind of put in your best servers whenever they're up. You're getting to a front row rotation, so you send a girl out, bring a big in, and the bigs are about to rotate out, so you bring a smaller girl that's a better server in. So 6 is going to set up 15. Oh, and there's a Rachel Kepke love tap over back top. 7 on the outside. Oh, and there's some
effort, Cameron Novak.
All right, let's go. Good job. I was able to put her 15. Goes for the high set. Cam with the bump. Rachel with the push over. It's our turn again. Set them up, Cam, to Sample. Sample goes after it. 6 is a way back roll to the hitter, and that's out of bounds. Go ahead. We need one more to keep this thing going. Remember, 3-1 every time, ladies. 3-1.
Great rally there.
I like those. Keep me talking. I think my wife just got home. I made dinner last night. Maybe she'll make dinner tonight. But she helped me out with dishes, so I'm ready to go. Sample! What's up, kid? Let's go! And then we're going to get a timeout. What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing a rally here. That was the 3rd point that we needed. Technically, it was the 4th, but that was the 3rd point to give us that 3-1 run. Like I was saying, we need to continue with that 13-17, 21-24. So that would be good. At this point in time, you're in that huddle. You're saying, hey, that body language is what we need. Keep the smiles going. Keep the energy high. Minimize the mistakes, and let's go for it.
Yeah, I will say that one thing that I really like about watching volleyball is I feel like the girls play with a lot of happiness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of happiness and joy out there.
But you're able to really rally around your teammates. Everything's so quick that, like they said, you don't have time for negativity. So, you got to bounce back, and their smiles. And I mean, even when they lost that 3rd set, you could still see on their face they knew they were in it.
Yeah, maintaining that attitude, I think, is just so important.
That's all right. We're going to get Cam Novak bringing it back in for service. Jump serve right at the libero. They're going to set outside to 7. Found the dead spot. Jenna laid out for that, but it's a little bit too late. 21-14. All right. Make the stop. 16 in the back for the Shamrocks. That is Maggie Hayner. Oh! Cam Caldwell, way to get up, kid. Oh. I believe that was number 7 again, Isabella Groner. .16 with a short service error, and that lets the Dutch girls, they capitalized on 2, but now we're still there.
So as you're watching this New Haven team tonight, you want to give some people their flowers. I'd have to say that the 2 that stick out to me the most, I guess, would be that number 18, Elena Legeman,
Yep.
and then also number 7, Isabella Groner.
Yeah, 7 and 6 for me. I've seen 6 quite a bit. Morgan Gooney, and then classically, your libero, Megan Horskamp. Those girls there seem to be
a lot of contribution from them.
Yeah, but I definitely think you're right. The ones you said.
Those are the 2 that seem to stick out the most in my mind tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 has been a pretty solid outside hitter. I've seen 6 over there a couple times, but 7's definitely that bigger left side outside hitter.
I definitely think 7 is taller than 5'5", though. I think the roster here, or the roster is not correct.
Yeah, and see, they said number 6 is 5'4". Yeah, good one. Rachel Kepke, there it is. Come on. Maddie Lewis with a hard hit.
Good job,
Shake
Maddie.
it off. Here we go. All right, ladies, so now we need a little bit bigger of a run. We're going to need about an 8-1 run. But we can do it.
Jenna Hoffman with the serve back there. I'll be so excited to talk to Jenna about this game tomorrow in my intro to business class.
Yeah.
That is one of the cool things about being a teacher and getting to come to games, is seeing those students again the next day in class.
Right. 90% of the time, hey, thanks so much for coming.
Oh, yes.
Win, lose, or draw, they don't really care. There's the Dutch girl ball. That's us. 2 contacts for the Shamrocks. It seems like they might be giving Cam Caldwell a count for a block there, maybe. Going to go right at number 12 to 7 and outside on 6. And is that thing in? They gave it in 24-17. And this is game point, folks. There's no pressure, more than any pressure you've had all game. All it is one more play. Make it happen, Dutch girls. Let's go, kids. Lock in, load up. Here we go. Into the chest. Addie Mins with the outside far hit. And Shamrocks are able to wrap that up, 25-17. Just a little bit strong,
I want to give a quick thanks to everybody that tuned in this evening. Anybody that's come out and support the Dutch Girls volleyball team this year. Likely this would be the last home game here for the Dutch Girls with districts looming. I think they said they were going to Sullivan, is that right?
Yeah, Sullivan and to play St. James.
So good luck to our Dutch Girls. I believe that's on Tuesday next week. So if you're interested in catching the Dutch Girls in their district action as they look to try to become district champions, that would be the place to go. Sullivan next Tuesday.
Yeah, and you guys, you know what? Come on out. You can go early, head over to St. Clair, watch the FRC cross-country meet, and then and then you might as well just swing back by through Sullivan on your way home and watch the volleyball game, the district game. And let's see, after that, you guys can come on home and maybe go to Rich's Burgers if they're still
Rich's
open.
Famous Burgers. I haven't had it yet. Have you?
Yes, my parents really like going to testing out places. So they were like, you know what? Let's give this thing a shot. And I was like, hey, if you're buying, I'm in. So yeah, it was good.
I will say, I've only heard good things.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything negative.
Just as good as what they have over in Sullivan. You know,
I've never been to one, period. So I'm excited to give it a shot.
I got blessed to drive the FRC tournament for the Scholar Bowl kids last year. I drove Miss Albershon and those kids over there, and I did some proctoring in one of the rooms. And on the way home, you know, we had Felix Guerrero, and Felix goes, hey, I'd really like to, he told Miss Albershon where he wanted to eat, and so, you know, Felix likes burgers.
King Felix, baby.
That's where we went.
Heck yeah.
And it was good. I was glad I went with him because that burger was good, and Scholar Bowl is fun.
Absolutely.
I'd be a part of that any day of the week.
Absolutely. Well, I guess we can go ahead and sign off here, Coach. I typically, we don't do interviews. I don't want to have somebody come up here after that. So, Dutch Girls, was fun to watch you play tonight.
Absolutely. I think you guys gave us the best effort. Like, this was the best game I've seen, and I've been to about 3 or 4. Just in the body language, the attack, the consistently committed teammates to each other. I really didn't see too much, like, you know, heads down, hanging on the bench. You know, nobody had any animosity on the team, and that was
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn our mics off. We always let the thing roll for just a few seconds because YouTube is weird. Sometimes it cuts off at a weird time. So we'll let it roll for a few seconds. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. Thank you to those that did. And we will catch you next time at an undecided time when that will be. But it's going to happen again. Just not, we don't know when.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Stay classy, San Diego.